Guess who's back again.
TFG to offend. And we are back, bitches.
Yeah, season 2 TFG.
Here we go. Let's have some fun. And season 2. It's been a summer. It's been a long summer.
Yes, it has.
So this episode, we're not going to do a real format. We're just going to recap our summers, personally, sports-wise, film-wise, and we're just going to have some fun for the first episode. Let's just keep it easy.
Absolutely. Keep it light.
A little light.
A little light to bring us back in, get us back in the flow.
I think the biggest event that has happened this summer, you got married.
Did I?
I thought so.
Oh. So the logistics of it are still a little fuzzy, but
did she already annul it? Did she annul it already?
No. She hasn't changed her mind yet, but there's still time.
Was it 3 months after you can still annul? So
I'm not sure.
we're
honestly,
right
I didn't look that up. I should have though.
You should have.
Yeah, I should have made sure I wasn't being a dick before that time frame's up.
Well, I mean, it's safe to say I think you're pretty much always being a dick.
That's true. Yeah, certified.
So how was it? Like, I mean, obviously I was there for it.
Yes.
But like,
yeah, you were there for it. You married us. You did a phenomenal job. We appreciated that for sure.
That was fun. It was hot.
It was hot.
It was sweaty
as balls outside,
was so
dude.
Hot.
It was so fucking hot. I was in an all navy suit.
Yes, you were.
Three-piece all navy
dapper.
suit. Oh, thank you,
you
so
were very
much. I
dapper
appreciate
looking.
it. Yeah, Men's Warehouse. Yeah,
Men's Warehouse.
They
Coming
can
at
make
you
anybody. Yeah.
Men's Warehouse, the official sponsor of TFG.
They can make any turd like me look pretty good in a suit.
You had the fresh cut going.
I did.
You trimmed up the beard.
Thanks
got
to
that
my
looking.
mom. My mom's my barber.
You got the lines looking real nice on the beard.
Yeah, thank you so much. My mom.
It was good. I was impressed.
My mom hooked me up that week before. Yeah. And
why can't you always look that good?
Effort. Effort's a big part of that.
I wake up last minute in the mornings. I don't feel like doing this.
Yeah, I give myself a half hour to leave the house in the morning. So
hey, me too, actually.
Yeah, for sure. That's like shit and shower and get out the door. You know what I mean? Like that's pretty much it.
I like that.
Yeah, anything sets me back like 5 minutes, I'm screwed. So, so effort's a big deal there. And then I got married, got hitched. I became the luckiest man alive, I think. So. Yeah,
we had the ceremony, then the reception.
Yeah, reception. Had a great time.
Oh yes.
Yeah, we had a great time. With
we had
slushy machines.
Oh, that
was
didn't tear me up. That's not what tore me up.
Oh no,
what tore me up was I started after we did the marriage license signing.
Yeah,
you gave me the bourbon.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So we had the bourbon.
Yeah,
and then also, who was it? Was it? No, it wasn't Dylan. Gosh, I can't remember who it was. He showed me where the jungle juice was.
Oh, yeah, my buddy Tyler. Yeah, probably.
No, it wasn't Tyler. No.
Tyler. Steven?
No, not Steven. No. I'm blanking. Dustin. DH.
Oh, DH. Yeah,
DH.
DH showed you where the jungle juice was.
Oh, yeah. He was like, hey, come with me. So I was like, where are we going? He's like, shh, follow me. Yeah. And then we went in the barn, and then the light flicked on, and I swear it was like walking into like an Indiana Jones like movie to where... Yeah. I feel like it was a single light over the fridge.
Yeah.
And I was like, whoa. And he's like, careful. He's like, careful. Watch your step.
Yeah.
And then we had like navigate all the shit in the barn from the wedding.
Yep.
And then he opened it up and it was legit, just like a glow coming out. And it was in a Hawaiian punch bottle.
Yes.
And I thought he was messing with me at first. It was just Hawaiian punch. I was like, you son of a bitch. This placebo effect or whatever?
Yeah, for sure.
No. So he lets me drink it and we drink it out of the jug.
Yes.
Giant Hawaiian thing.
For sure.
Oh my God.
So
it was so good.
It's so good. Yeah.
That was in my cup the rest of the night.
Same. Yeah, same. It tore me up. It tore me a new ass. And my buddy Tyler that we went to school with, he was the one that made it. So
Hawkins did?
Yeah, he's the one that has the recipe. So he put it all together and froze it and stuff, and he gave me some of that for the occasion. It was pretty awesome. So
I barely remember. I did talk to Tyler that night, but I don't remember much of it.
Yeah,
I remember a lot of Nick and Misty and I and Lacey.
Yeah,
all hanging out, drinking,
great time,
having a blast.
Yep.
No, it was beautiful. I mean, you gave a great speech.
Oh, thank you.
At the reception, everything was just so much fun to watch. Yep. I ended up topless.
Yes, you did. Yeah.
Dilly and I
Dilly and
went
you.
topless.
Yeah.
I feel like him and I had such a bond in that moment.
Yes.
It was
you
like the
might
best.
have rubbed nipples. I'm not exactly
I
sure.
would not put that past either of us.
For sure.
Dilly, I'm still expecting a phone call.
Yeah, for sure.
You son of a bitch. You just used me like that.
Used you like that, and you may or may not be pregnant. The jury's still out. Who knows?
It's him. He would be, okay? Let's just throw that out there right now. He would be the pregnant one.
Fair enough.
I think I got a little too wild.
Yeah.
Then Pony came on.
Yes.
Oh, and then you dropped it like it was hot.
I did. I honestly, I didn't. I remembered the song coming on, and I remembered, like, I don't remember dropping to like all fours and like
you did
humping the dance floor.
Oh,
But
yeah.
apparently that happened because I asked my wife the next one. I'm like, man, why are my knees all skinned up? And she's like, you don't remember like dry humping the floor? And I was like, what?
Well, your knees were skimmed up from just thanking everybody with a little blowjob.
Oh yeah, well,
and then you went down to
for sure. Yeah,
no, she was sitting in the
all
chair and you
skinned
just
up.
started busting out the pony dance.
Yeah, I did. I went all four.
And luckily, my girlfriend had my best interest in mind because I had it. I just remember sitting there just blitzed at this point, right? And I just remember being like, "Oh, I'm gonna bust in this. I'm gonna do the worm," and I can't do the worm. It would turn into a flopping fish. But I just had this whole idea built up into my head of what I was going to do very seductively to your mom.
Oh, look
right?
out.
I was having your mom sit there and do it. Because your dad was just like, I've never seen your dad that drunk in my life.
Dad was feeling pretty good off the slushies.
Oh,
yeah,
it was
he
amazing.
And plus, like we said, it was hot as shit.
It was so hot.
Chatty hooking us up with the slushies, man, was like
huge.
clutch, big time. Yeah, because it was hot as hell, dude.
And then
hot.
And then the people that came to 10 Bar,
yes,
they pulled in an old horse trailer.
Yeah,
and
had
it
it
was
all decked out
for the bar. That was the coolest thing ever.
Yeah, Courtney found that, and it was awesome. It was perfect, and those two were phenomenal, and we'd recommend them to anybody. Actually, we were lucky with everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody, like the tent place that we rented from was phenomenal, and I mean, we were very lucky, and my mom and dad, with all of their help, I mean, we had it at their house, so everything that they did to help us put it together, they were incredible. So they were such a huge help, and we really appreciated them. And then just everything went off without a hitch, man. It was crazy.
I mean, you got hitched.
So I definitely got hitched. Yeah, so there was no, not
I
without a hitch,
remember,
but everything went off very
as
well.
the night went on, just the details get more and more blurry, but I just remember just having so much fun. I don't think I've had that much fun in a long time.
Yeah, me too.
I remember saying goodbye to your mom.
Yeah.
Actually, I said goodbye to Joe, and a bunch of other people, to you and Courtney.
Yep.
And then the last thing, I remember stumbling up the hill, and I got in the car, and I remember looking out the window, and there's your mom, and she's like, "You kids drive safe." I'm like, "I love you," and then I blacked out. I woke up. By woke up, I mean like I my eyes never opened, but I regained consciousness to where I remember being in the passenger seat at home already, which felt like 3 minutes.
Right.
You know, Lacey was a wonder. I don't know if I slept. I don't know what that was.
Just sat over there like.
Yeah. And then the moment I remember, like my eyes were closed, and I remember being like, all right, we're not moving anymore, so I should be safe to open the door. Yeah. I opened up the door, and I just puked everywhere. And it was in my garage.
Oh no!
And I tell you what, like,
that's upset.
I tell you this, Lacey is just amazing. She ended up cleaning that up, right?
Oh wow, yeah.
And I remember the next day going outside, and she had like pushed it all out into the yard. And I remember looking at it, I was like, who killed a small animal? Just because it was all red from the jungle juice. And then it was like the dinner that you guys had supplied us.
Oh yeah.
It looked like a tiny animal had been murdered in the front yard. It was nasty.
Oh,
so nasty.
That's not good at all. Not good at all.
But it was a great time. It was so much fun.
Yeah. We had somebody pick us up, and which wound up being Dilly's sister. And I don't remember much of the ride home. Yeah. I guess me and Dilly were like going back and forth, like arguing with each other or something. We were trying to talk to each other, and neither one of us was listening to each other, so we were like talking over each other, I guess. And then
so
he was
much
trying
like
to talk,
us, in the podcast.
So he was trying to tell me about Zoids or some.
What the fuck is
I guess
Zoid?
Some cartoon that he watched as a kid. So they were all like laughing. I don't remember any of that. And then we got home, and Courtney and I were talking the next morning, and she's like, yeah, we got home, opened a present and stuff, and because we had to open it before we went on our honeymoon and stuff, and because it was kind of like geared towards that from, my sister-in-law, brother-in-law, and
Yeah.
she's like, and we ate pizza and we ate at the table, and I was like, or she goes, we ate pizza. I was like, we ate pizza? She's like, yeah, and we were sitting at the table eating pizza. I was like, we sat at the table?
We never sit at
I
the
know.
table.
I was like so
usually
appalled.
we're crisscross applesauce on the ground.
No, normally I'm in my chair like a bastard and just sitting there eating with my food tray. Like, what the hell? I'm at the table. Like, what the hell?
Hold on. You have a food tray?
Yeah, bro. You kidding me? I got one of those dinner trays. Bro.
Shut up.
Set that on my lap. It's fucking right. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. What do you do?
No.
You sit at a table?
What?
You sit at a table and eat?
Yeah, I'm sophisticated.
No, you got kids. There's a difference.
That's true.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
What'd you do before you had kids?
If we sit on the couch and watch TV while we eat dinner, then it's just like on our laps.
Yeah, same here. But
we don't have a tray.
Oh, yeah, I got a tray.
We are full adults that know how to balance our food when we're eating it.
No, I'll get that all over myself. Right now, I get stains on my shirt from dropping stuff that doesn't hit my mouth. So they're like my favorite mustard stain or my favorite spaghetti sauce stain. Or
what you should do is every
it
time it hits your shirt, you just circle it with a permanent marker and write that day's date and like what you're eating.
I will start doing that. That'd be
see how much you can.
Hell yeah, I love it. That's a great idea because like Corey gives me shit all the time because I'll do it and she's like, "Oh, favorite pizza sauce stain." I was like, "Yep."
She just needs to learn, just like come over and just circle it and then write the date and like what it was from
for sure,
and then see if you have like a.
That'd be awesome.
See if there's like a just a cycle of like, all right, well, clearly I can't eat pizza correctly because it's all over my shirt. Three out of 4 stains are pizza sauce.
It'd more likely be like. Yeah, probably pizza sauce or mustard. Yeah.
Mustard
sauce. Yeah, it's upsetting.
What's this little guy over here? Don't worry about that little guy.
Right.
That wasn't from food. That
one's not on my chest.
What was that from?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about that.
Don't worry about it.
So how was the honeymoon? Where did you guys end up going?
Yeah, so we went to Jamaica and
Jamaica
man. And yes, they do. All of them do say man. Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you get hot shishi?
Yeah, man.
Did you smoke a little reef?
No, I did not. No.
You can't go to Jamaica and not drink and not smoke.
For sure. No, I did not. I was terrified of it. I did drink a lot of Bob Marley's, though, and those are awesome.
Bob Marley?
So it's like a slushy drink that's like green, yellow, and red.
Okay.
Like they just stack them on top of each other, and it's fucking delicious.
That's awesome.
And then they make their homemade rum punch.
What?
And that's killer. Yeah, I drank so much of that.
Did you rock a red stripe?
Yeah, I drank one red stripe.
Just one?
Yeah, just one.
That'd be my go-to. I would like down there.
Yeah, until I found rum punch. Like I had one red stripe and then drank rum punch. I was like, I'm never
all inclusive, right?
Yeah.
So you just had to flash that badge.
Yep. Actually, we didn't have to flash anything. We were just like on the resort.
But you still flashed a lot of things, I'm pretty sure.
No, I kept it pretty. I kept it pretty classy. You know what I mean? Maybe a butt crack here or there. Just
you don't need
a big boy.
You don't need to show me that. I have to flash you to get the drinks. You don't need to flash that, sir.
Right? Yeah.
Not that.
Not that.
Goddamn Americans.
Yeah, we're all. But yeah, my ass probably got flashed a couple times just by being a big boy. But yeah. So we went to the honeymoon. We went swimming with the dolphins.
Yeah, you sent me a photo. Of that. Yeah. I think we posted that. Didn't we?
Yeah. Went swimming with the dolphins. So we finally get out there in the water and stuff, and we're just hanging out. And there's 4 of us, and there's these 2 dolphins that they have, Shakira and. What was the other one's name? Orion, I think, or some shit like
Snoop
that.
Dogg.
Yeah, Snoop Dogg.
This is called Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg.
Shakira.
So they like, all right. This was the first like little trick they did, right? We're standing there and they're like, all right, we're going to send them by and you can pet them. So they have you put your hands out and just let them kind of like rub up against your hands.
Yeah.
Well, all of a sudden the one comes through, no big deal. I'm on the end of the line, and I'm petting it or whatever. I'm letting it go by. And then Orion comes through or Snoop Dogg comes through and then he just comes and like his body was like midway through my body. Mm-hmm. And like I had my hands and I like that dude took a hard left, and when he did, that dude smoked me in the twig and giggleberries with his dorsal fin or whatever the hell that thing is. His
fin
flipper.
to the dick?
I got right in my dick.
A flipper to the dick.
Right in the twig and giggleberries. And I was like, oh. Oh God. And my wife's like, what's the matter? What's the matter? And I'm like, he just hit me in the dick. She's like, what? I'm like, he just hit me in the dick. She's like, you're kidding me. I'm like, no. So then every time he come by, man, I had my ass like all the way up against the dock and my hands like way pushed out there. Like, you getting me again, you dickhead.
You were like a boy at like the high school dance with your ass sticking out.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
Not doing this one.
Not doing this. I'm not rubbing up against the stiffy. No fucking way. But yeah, he freaking smoked me right in the dick, man. And then I had to hold it together. I mean, he got me pretty good. He took a hard left and whop, right in the dick. So there we are. Yeah, so we did that.
The rest of the day you spent there with ice on your balls.
No, it wasn't like terrible to the point where, you know what I mean, like you're down and out and stuff. But then
hey, just wait till they have kids. You'll get used to it.
Yeah.
There we go. Moving on.
For sure.
No, there's the third one of the day.
Yep, for sure. They like get immune to it after a while, I'm sure.
No, you don't. It's still my son kicked me in the nuts today. We were wrestling, and then like I got on top of him like, yeah, I'm gonna put you in like a little chokehold, and then I'm like,
they don't get calloused up or nothing. They don't get calloused up or nothing.
No, you would think, but no, it hurts just the same every single time.
That's upsetting. That's a bummer deal there.
So you got your first introduction to it.
Yeah, for sure. By a dolphin. That's great. And then we went we went to some waterfalls and climbed up some waterfalls and stuff. That was pretty awesome. And then for the rest of the time, we just kind of chilled around the resort and
drank a lot.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did as much as I could. And then, yeah, it was a good time. You know, Jamaica, like, you think you're going to paradise, right? You think it's going to be just paradise the whole entire trip. So where we stayed was about an hour and 45-minute bus ride from the airport.
I was about ready to bring up the bus ride. You told the first thing we talked about when we got home, you're like, man, that fucking... She did not tell me that once we land in Jamaica, there's another hour and 45 minutes on a tiny-ass rickety bus.
Yeah, so... my wife is a saint. I mean, she is an absolute saint. For her having to put up with me is like she's going straight to heaven for sure. So, I'm a terrible traveler. Like, I'm the worst traveler in the world. I hate traveling. I hate getting on airplanes. I hate, you know what I mean? Like, once I get there, I'm good. But the whole travel day, I'm just a big entire crab ass. Like, it's terrible. So she had to deal with me the whole time. So yeah, I think she says that she thinks she told me, which it could be the case. And I just didn't hear that because that obviously can happen.
I think that she played it smart and just didn't tell you.
Yeah, I think so.
Which is
what I think too.
She is the most brilliant person for that. Then.
For sure. So we get there and we get on the bus and they're like, yeah, we got about an hour and 45-minute bus ride. And I kind of like look. Like,
I just see your face just like, shut the fuck up. What?
Yeah.
What did he say? Is there a language barrier?
Right.
I heard hour and 45. Was that like a minute 45 and we're there?
Right.
Please, God, tell me that's what he said.
Yeah, it was freaking brutal. So we get on the bus, and the bus actually wasn't that bad. It had AC, so I'm very appreciative of that. But you're driving through, man, like, it's just, like, Jamaica's rough, dude. Like, it's a rough, it's like a third world country, in my opinion. I don't know if it is or not, but just, like, driving through and seeing how people live and stuff like that, man, it just really, it made me, like, kind of almost have a pit in my stomach. Because, like, I'm going to this beautiful resort.
Passing through all this shitty rundown places.
Yeah, it was like, oh, all right.
Yeah, I can see that. I can understand that.
But once we got to the resort, you don't see that. So, you know, everything kind of...
out of sight, out of mind. If it doesn't exist, fuck it.
Right. Exactly. So it was kind of like, all right. But, yeah, we had a great time. And then traveling back, you know, when we started traveling, I was a big sourpuss again. But overall, it wasn't too bad. Yeah. So it was a great time. We had a lot of fun. You know, and then we wound up getting this like pass that got us through customs and went through our own custom line. And she's like, "Oh my God, I'm so glad we did this because we would have wound up getting divorced if we had to wait like 4 hours to get through customs." So.
You're like, well, yeah, because she knew that what was ahead of you was 45-minute goddamn trip.
Exactly. So yeah, it was a great time. We had a lot of fun.
Have you ever thought about starting your own podcast? We can tell you firsthand that it's been some of the most fun that we've ever had. A lot of people might think that it's a bit overwhelming, but it doesn't have to be. That's where Buzzsprout comes in. They are hands down the easiest and best way to launch your professional podcast. They've already helped over 100,000 individuals start up their own podcast. Buzzsprout gets your podcast on all major platforms, including Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and much more. It provides you with an amazing looking website, stats to show you how well your podcast is performing, and where people are tuning in from. On top of that, they offer up blogs, YouTube videos that can show you the ins and outs of all that has to do with podcasting. To start your own podcast and get a $20 Amazon gift card, follow the link in the show notes below. This will let Buzzsprout know that we sent you, and it also helps our show. Buzzsprout, the easiest way to start your podcast today.
All right, man. So enough about me. What'd you do this summer?
I graduated to large shirts. I'm no longer a medium shirt wearer.
So you graduated in the 5th grade then?
Yes. I have taken the very hard step into going from medium shirts to larges.
Is this from my comment when that one day we did the beer tournament? And
no,
you
that was
were
about my
wearing
ass.
I
don't have enough ass. You
no
made
ass
a comment about my ass.
No, I made a comment about your tiny shirt that you bought from like Brewdog House or some shit.
Yeah. It wasn't a Hollister. There's no Holsters around.
No, Brewdog House or some shit. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I did it the Brewdog one.
Yeah.
That was a medium. But now
you should have got a large.
I'm rocking a teal V-neck large
with your
shirt.
Hamburger meat hanging out.
Mm-hmm. Girl, you know it.
So you did what every man does when he turns 10.
Fat.
When they turn 10 and then they graduate from a medium to a large shirt.
Fat. I've found a lot of good food and a lot of great beer and a lot of I've been doing yard work, but that doesn't seem to help.
No, you drink more beer when you do yard work.
No, I don't, because when I'm too hot, I don't want to have alcohol at all.
Oh,
it's straight water.
Okay,
that's it.
Do you think it's water weight then? You bloated a little bit?
Could be. I could just be bloated. You're absolutely right. I wish that was the case.
Welcome. We'll check in the wintertime and see what's up.
I wish that was the case. Oh my God, I can't. I am scared to see what the winter weight does to me. The hibernation period does to me. I don't know what it is. I've just gotten. I've graduated. I mean, I'm still. It's weird. I have perfected this way of being skinny and fat all at once. Right? Because when you look at me, I'm still like kind of tall and slender.
Yes.
But if you hit me from the side angle, you see you see where the large shirts kick in.
It's in the shoulders, right?
Yeah, it's all shoulders. It's all, my shoulders are so broad, you know?
So it's the lunch muscle is what you're telling me.
Yeah. It's depressing, but impressive all at once.
Absolutely.
All in one.
Hey, I mean, it happens to the best of us, dude. It just hit me in 5th grade. That's all.
No, it was weird because right before we went on, I took Lacey to Traverse City.
Yes,
for her birthday in July.
Yep.
And it was right before then. I was like self-conscious about some my medium shirts. I felt a little too tight, right? And not tight like I'm a musclehead, because I'm not a musclehead. Right. So I was like, I can't go to Traverse City like this. So we went out and I bought like 6 large shirts.
There you go.
While we were in Traverse City, I bought more large shirts.
There we go. That's perfect. That's the way to go for sure. That's how I shop in general. Like I wait until the last second and then I just go like fucking buy 3 of everything, and it's always like I'll go to what fits. I'll get the SKU number and then just order that shit online again.
Is it cheaper online for you?
For me, it's just convenience. I don't like going in stores and shopping and nothing like that, unless it's Dick's Sporting Goods where I can go to the golf section.
Absolutely.
That's it. Yeah,
that's fair.
Yeah,
I hate shopping online for clothes.
Yeah, see, a lot of people like that.
I gotta try it on, or I gotta be able to feel it first.
Yeah.
You know.
I think a lot of people are like that. Plus, you worked in retail too, so.
That scarred me.
Yeah.
That did nothing but scar me.
Right. For sure. No, for me, like I just will find something and then I'll just go order that same exact thing, same exact pant.
But you're paying shipping and handling.
Not on Amazon, bro. That Prime.
Oh, that's true.
Come on,
they sell the shit that you buy in stores on Amazon.
Oh yeah, totally, for sure.
Terrible.
When you buy the brands I do, you know what I mean. Lee.
Husky dog.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Triple husky.
I remember I was like, I took a photo of, I think it was like a shirt when I was in Traverse City. It said Bush Latte, and I sent it to you.
Yeah.
And you're like, do they have like
Triple Husky.
Triple Husky? I was like, stops at like double. You're like, nope, not good enough.
Not good enough. I can wear it once.
Yeah.
And then it goes to the wash. Yeah, it shrinks, and then it's fucking
just don't
game
wash
over.
it then. Have that be your stained shirt, your new stained shirt. Just
My
never
new favorite
wash it.
mustard stain shirt.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
I wanted to get that to you, but you're like, oh, it's not big enough. Like,
Yeah.
you fucker.
Lose some weight, you fat fuck.
Go back to Hiking Hills.
Yeah, no shit. Walk my ass off like
Spend
it is.
4 days
Jesus
there.
Christ.
Let's talk.
It's beautiful, but Jesus, yeah, I walked so much.
But it was up in Traverse City though. It was fun. I took Lacey there for her birthday.
Yes.
The best part of it though was I surprised her for like the months leading up to it. You know about this.
Mm-hmm.
I had been planning to have her best friend from DC that she doesn't get to see that often, fly in, and we would pick him up. It was her and her boyfriend,
Right.
Ramiro.
Oh,
right?
fucking right. He's got a badass name.
He was a funny
I'm a little
guy.
jealous.
He is a really funny guy.
Nice.
I couldn't understand a lot of the shit that he said.
Why?
But he had a thick accent.
Oh, really? Where's he from?
Mexico.
I was gonna say,
Mexico.
where's he from?
His name is Ramiro. What do you think?
Where's he from? Jackson.
France. He's from France.
Detroit.
Yeah.
Where's he from? Ann Arbor. Sorry.
Chelsea. No, they flew in, but the shitty thing about it was we had this all planned out, right?
Yeah.
To where at 12, I think it was 12:30, we were going to get into Traverse City. So I made sure I said, babe, we got to leave here at this time at the latest. She said, why? I'm like, just trust me, okay? I want to get there early. I want to have fun. She said, but we can't check into our Airbnb till like 3. I'm like, I don't care. I want some lunch. I want to do some drinks. I want to feel tipsy and good. Mm-hmm. And so we get there. As we did into Traverse City, I'm like messaging as I'm like driving on the side, like, her friend, I'm like, hey, we're here. And she's like, yeah, we're in Virginia. So their flight, what happened was they were on the way, but then somebody got sick from a smell and they thought it was like a leak or something. Oh, so they had to like circle around the goddamn airport till they had clearance to land, and then they landed in Virginia.
Oh, no.
And so I'm like, well, fuck, all right. So we went out, we checked out some cool restaurants. We walked down the main strip there, went shopping, got some lunch. And then we were able to check in. So we go back to the house, the Airbnb, we check in, we settle in, and then she's like, it's about time for dinner. And they still haven't landed yet.
Holy hell.
So I can't like go to dinner and then be like, oh, hey, we're here.
Right.
Because we're their ride. We are their ride.
Yeah, we're committed at that point.
And so I had to like delay, right? I had to delay and delay and delay without giving it away.
So you've done two things here that I know that, like, for me are just like big no-nos, right?
Okay.
And that's rushing them. And like rushing, like my wife, like I don't rush her. Like if you rush, like that's not cool. So you rushed her to get out of the house, and then you had to stall all this time. And now, number 2, you're like holding back the food. So like the hangry process. Is there a hangry process? Because
there definitely is, but that day was more of like we were caught up in like being in Traverse City. The Airbnb that we stayed at was beautiful.
Oh, perfect.
It was awesome. It was right down like 2 minutes drive from like the main downtown Traverse City. So what we did was I took her outside and there was a basketball hoop. So we played horse for like fucking an hour. I kid you not. It was a good 30, 45 minutes to an hour.
She beat your ass.
So I destroyed her the first round.
Yeah.
And she's like, no, we should go. I'm like, no, let's play another one.
Yeah.
Like, this is fun. I haven't played in a while.
Right.
The entire time I'm like, I fucking hate this. Like, I really don't want to play horse. But like, there's nothing else to fucking do to delay this. Because where we were, the airport was 4 minutes this way.
Right.
And downtown was the other way. So I'm like, I don't want to just drive back.
Right.
When I get the message from them. So the entire time I'm like, hey, you guys landed yet? She's like, well, we landed, but now we can't, there's no gate for us. So we're just on the airplane.
Oh, man.
It's like, God damn it.
So did they do like a runway like evacuation then for them?
No, they just sat on the runway, and then finally a gate opened up, so they were able to pull up to it.
Got it.
And then so I was like, all right, fine. So halfway through like this game of horse, I'm like, fuck it, I'm done. I don't care anymore. Let's just go.
Right.
She's like, but I'm winning. I'm like, you're winning because I'm letting you win right now. Okay, calm down. But I wasn't. I suck. So we get in the car and then we go. And she always talked about, because my background as a filmmaker, she's always wanted to go travel places and have me film and then put together like a little trip.
Yeah, like trip montage or something. Yeah.
So to get her, because I wanted to have her reaction right when we picked up her friends and surprised her, right? So I'm like, hey, you've always wanted to do that. How did you get your phone out and let's start doing it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then as we pull in, she's like, why are we at an airport? I'm like, why do you think we're at an airport? She's like, are we flying somewhere? I'm like, no. She's like, what's going on?
Right.
I was like, well, why would we be in it? Like, what would make your birthday that much better? And she's like, I don't know. And then like in the video, you see her friend, and her face just lights up, and she's like, oh my God.
That's awesome.
And then Ramiro from Detroit was filming on that end.
Oh, awesome.
So we got to see it from both ends.
Hell yeah, that's cool.
There's tears. It was happiness. We pulled it off. It was a fun time.
I got to give you props, man, to pull it off and to stall that long.
It was more difficult for me because I don't like surprises. I don't like, so when people like to shop early for Christmas and stuff, right? I can't do that because I get so excited that I just bought a gift for this person that I don't want to wait till Christmas, and I just want to give it to them that day. So
I'm
like
exactly the same.
Half the time, if I buy an early Christmas present, you're getting it like in October.
Right.
Like it's stupid.
Me too.
So the entire time, like I'm trying not to like be too excited and like give it away.
Right.
Or like kind of like.
Right.
Yeah. So it was tough.
Yeah,
but we
I
pulled
gotta
it
give you
off.
mad props. That's impressive.
But Traverse City was beautiful. If you've never been there, go to Traverse City.
Yeah, I've been there a couple times, and it is absolutely gorgeous up there for sure.
We just checked out a lot. We went up to in the peninsula there.
Yes,
and checked out
all those ridiculous
all the wineries, and we ate at this Peninsula Grill, which had great food.
Oh, nice,
great drinks.
Hell yeah.
Favorite part is we try to hit every brewery we could.
There you go. Nice.
So, I think the best one up there by far was Right Brain Brewery. It was like an old school pinball type.
I like the name.
Yeah. It was like the old school. They had pinball machines. They had like a skee-ball. And it was all a brewery right there. So you just walk up, grab your stuff. It was like the Grid here.
Oh, yeah.
But
up there.
Much bigger.
Oh, no shitty.
Much like triple the size of the Grid.
I wish the Grid was triple the size.
Dude,
I'm a big boy.
Well, since COVID, it shrunk down half of it.
What? So it's even smaller now?
The games only go along that perimeter.
Yeah.
I can talk.
Yes.
Of the building. There's nothing. There used to be stuff in the middle.
Right.
No, all gone now.
They
moved the Mario Kart from upstairs downstairs.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's weird.
Yeah, that's weird.
I'm not a big fan of it.
Yeah.
But it was a great time. We went to Right Brain. I'm forgetting the other ones that we went to, but amazing food. We went to this one place too that had slushies.
Oh,
I had a bourbon slushie.
What?
One of the best things I've ever had in my life.
Really good.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
And then
I'm not a big bourbon fan, but I can get down with that.
Well, they had anything. They had your main like slushy, right?
Right.
Which is your base flavor, which is nothing, just a plain flavor, whatever. And then you can choose whatever liquor you wanted to put in it.
Nice.
So there's
I like that concept.
Tequila, gin. Lacey got like a lemon vodka or something like that. No, cherry vodka. That's what it was. She had that. I obviously chose the bourbon.
Right.
So good. Everything up there was just so good. The food, the drinks. Amazing time.
Yeah. Aren't you glad you got those large shirts like going into that trip?
Oh my God. That's probably, I had to.
Lifesaver.
It was, because when I left there, man, I felt it was bad.
Oh man.
It was like I said, it was a lot of fun though. So
that's awesome. What else did you get into this summer?
Gosh, what else? I mean, I'm super into fishing right now. I don't know why. I don't know why. It just came out of nowhere.
Text after text about fishing. It's hilarious. You wanted to buy a boat for like 12 minutes?
2 different boats I was about ready to buy.
You were going to buy some boats. You have nothing to haul it with.
I know, exactly. So I'm like bugging you. I'm like, hey, can you hook up this boat?
I'm like, yeah, but like you're going to have something to like.
Yeah, neither vehicles that we have hitches.
Not at all. Like, I'm not pulling this thing every time you want to go fish. Like,
hey, B, I want to go fishing. Can you come haul the boat? It's 4 a.m. Calm down. I got to work. Call in sick. Call in sick.
For sure. I'm like, does it come with a hitch? You're like, what?
You're like, what size ball does it need? I'm like, what? Circular?
Right.
I don't know. What do you mean? What size? I don't have any knowledge when it comes to hitches or hauling.
That's why I was like texting you, and I'm the worst texter in the world. So, like, my text probably came off.
That's a whole other discussion. Oh my God, you have pissed me off in the last 2 weeks with your texting.
I'm the worst in the world because it's like I hate texting with a passion. So, if you want to have a conversation with me, like, call me, because like what my whole family does.
It's like the first time you actually called me I'm taking a poo.
Yeah, that's true. You're like, okay, the one time you call me, I'm taking a shit. And I'm like, all right, perfect. I normally either make most of my phone calls from the shitter or I get phone calls on the shitter.
So for the next 20 minutes, I'm in there. And then and I did a text from Lacey. Are you talking on the phone while pooping? I'm like, absolutely.
Yep.
I was like, Brandon called me. I picked it up. She's like, I'm telling him. I was like, I already told him. Don't you?
I feel like you have to right away.
That's the first thing.
Yeah, immediately.
Like if I ever go silent, you just hear.
Yeah.
You need to know the context of that.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
So I'm up front with it.
Yeah, me too. I'm the same exact way. Yeah, I call my mom all the time from the shitter.
That's awesome.
Yeah. She's like, what are you doing? I'm like, pooping.
What are you doing?
Right, for sure. So I've called my dad a couple times. He's been on the shitter. It's hilarious. Yeah, it's a game we all play. But
hey, it's time. You're kind of like such a time saver at that point.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
for sure, absolutely. Instead of having the calling each other when you're trying to watch a show on TV or something like that. You know what I mean? You just do it in the shitter when you're not doing anything but looking at Facebook anyway.
Exactly.
So, yeah, for sure.
The next step is FaceTiming while pooping. You have an iPhone now, so we can FaceTime while pooping.
I did upgrade or downgrade. I'm not really sure.
It's an upgrade. Trust me. I'm so excited that you have a blue bubble now instead of your green one.
Yeah, like you noticed it immediately, which was really scary. I was still in the store.
Yeah. Because you were sitting there green, and also the bubble popped up and then blue. I'm like, you're getting an iPhone.
Yeah.
You're like, how do you know that? I'm like, I'm in the parking lot.
I'm like, how the hell does he know this? And I'm like, everybody that has an iPhone has said that. Like my buddy Rich has said that. And they're like, oh my God, you got an iPhone now. And I'm like, this is a fucking cult. Like, y'all are like, what the hell? Y'all just know already. It's like, what in the world?
My favorite thing was, I think it was when I was dating. I saw this meme that was like, if you text somebody for the first time and it comes back with green text, you're like, oh, I'm sorry, I don't date poor people. If it comes back with blue, you're like, all right, you're safe.
They're the same exact price. What the hell? That makes no sense.
It's a cult. It's legit. It's a legit cult. It's an Apple phone cult.
Yeah, seriously, it's incredible. Like everybody that had one was like, "Oh my God, you got an iPhone now!" And I'm like, I never told anybody. You guys just all already knew.
We just know.
Yeah, just know. But so yeah, I've been getting multiple text messages from you about buying a boat or going fishing and shit like that. Like I was like, who the hell is this guy, dude? I'm sending you like
pictures of the fish I catch.
The fish.
I'm like, check out this
Look at this fat bitch.
Look at this husky mother.
Look at this old fat girl.
But it was awesome. I don't know. I don't know what, honestly. I've always, I did it when I was younger growing up, right?
Yeah.
There's where my dad lives, we had neighbors, and they had a pond, and they filled it with fish. Yeah. And we would go back there and we would fish. So, I would do it here and there.
Right.
But then I just stopped. But it's always been a thing, right? I've kind of always thought about it. And my nephew's really into it. My dad takes him out. And so I'm just like, I wonder if I'm just going to try it, right? Go back into it.
Right. And
so I do, and I just got hooked. I have 3 fucking fishing poles now. In 2 days, it's going to be 4.
Nice.
Yeah.
In 2 days, you're going to go buy 2 more?
No, I have 3 now.
Okay.
And then
you're going to buy another one.
Yep. Well,
payday, bitches.
Because you have so many different types of reels.
Yeah,
right?
Oh yeah.
Spinner, the bait caster, and I don't know. I don't have a bait caster yet, so that's my next one.
What the hell's a bait caster?
I don't know.
You just want one? You just want it because it's called bait caster. Be honest.
Yes. So like the traditional ones were like the push and the release, right?
Yeah, those are my favorite.
It's kind of like that, but it has like the open reel, so you can actually see the line and stuff, and actually like. You know, like your hose when you're like reeling it in, and that thing will move back and forth to like do an even whatever, like wrap.
Yeah.
That's what this has, and it's open. So if there's any issues, you can see them ahead of time. Versus the traditional, you can't see inside the actual reel.
Right.
So if anything starts to bird nest, anything like that, you can't see it until it's too late.
Oh, okay.
So this one, like the spinning one that I have. That's open, so if I see any bird nuts, I can stop. I can pull out the line, make it go back to normal. Same way with the bait caster. So, and each reel is kind of designed, has a specialty for like different types of fishing as well too.
Oh, okay. So it works better for whatever types of fishing.
And then you have different lengths of rods, obviously.
Right.
Light, medium, heavy.
Sorry.
So
my mind went somewhere else, but yeah. Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, I have some fishing equipment. Yeah, because you're like, you want to go fishing, and I'm like, all right, dude, listen, like, I'll go fishing if I have like, nothing else to do. I do enjoy enjoy fishing.
Yeah,
but I always seem to have something else that I got to do. But It's relaxing.
See, I always have something to do, but I always rather go fishing.
That's like me with golf.
Yeah,
I always had
that's
something. I always had something to
I've
do. But I'd
gone
rather go
golf twice this year. That's
I've
it.
went probably 10, 20 times.
Lacey just bought a golf outfit, so I gotta take her
put
out.
that to use then for sure.
We should double it up.
Let's do it. I mean,
She won't golf, but she'll drive my drunk ass around. So
what do you mean she won't golf? Why won't she go?
I mean, she'll probably use my club and try 20 times to whack the ball,
Shit,
which is fine.
Buy her set on Marketplace for like $20.
No, you can do that. That $20 is going towards me. That's fishing reel.
That's going to the shit I like to do for sure.
But we just
Does she like to fish?
She likes to be with me while I fish, so she can drink.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah.
So
I
we
like
just
that.
bought 2 kayaks.
Yes.
I
was wondering if you're going to get
Yep.
into this.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are you kidding?
I was hoping.
That's my flex right now, okay? That is my flex. I bought a
It's like me
fishing
with my
kayak.
go-kart. You
Yep.
got your fishing kayak.
Yep, I was
fucking balls.
And all winter, I'm going to start pimping that shit out. I'm putting
Hell
an
yeah.
anchor system on that.
Oh,
all
nice.
sorts of shit.
What, you going to put a fucking motor on it?
No, I'm not going to do that because then I have
Why?
to fucking register it.
What?
I don't have to. Yeah, if you have any type of motorized, fishing
really?
vessel like in Michigan, you have to
Register it.
Yeah. So it can be a kayak, but if it has a motor on it, you have to register the kayak. But if I don't have to register it.
All right, I got a fix for this. Put a fucking fan on it.
Just what is that, Ace Ventura, where you just put
Just take a fan and just put that bitch in there.
Yep.
And just fucking take off.
That's a trolling motor for you.
Yeah.
How's it going? I'll catch up and I'll see you by noon. See you by noon, sir.
So I went kayaking.
Yeah.
So we'll get into this story. I'll tell it later. But go ahead.
But yeah,
give me some
so
more
I
of
bought this fishing kayak, and so we took it out. So I bought her one too.
Yes.
Right.
Not a fishing kayak.
Not a fishing one, just a traditional one.
Yeah.
Save $100 on it.
Fucking right.
Right?
Yeah.
So me trying to load up this motherfucker though, I bought it from Tractor Supply, right? And I don't know if with age I'm just enjoying more country-ish stuff.
Yeah.
But like I've been living at Tractor Supply Company, like trying to figure out what other shit I can get into.
Have you been to a family farm and home?
Fuck yeah.
They're
right in Mason.
Amazing.
I love it.
They're amazing. I can't figure out which one I like more. That's the thing I have. Or
I need to
Blaine's.
go back to. I've never been to Blaine's, but like the family farm, homes, whatever that is.
Yeah.
Been there once. And it was when I built the kids a swing.
Oh, okay.
So I bought supplies from there.
Yeah.
But I need to go back just to now that I've been more into like Tractor Supply, just to see which one's better.
Go to Blaine's.
Where the hell is that at?
There's a Blaine's in Jackson.
I'm not going to Jackson.
I don't know if there's one up here.
There's no way I'm going to Jackson. I went to Jackson once recently. Okay. I thought I was never going to arrive at my destination. It was fucking so far. I hate driving highway, and that bitch is all highway.
Oh, all highway.
I can't do it. I hate it. I'm bored driving highway. I have to drive highway every day to work.
Oh, I love highway, dude. Yeah.
So we got in it, and like we went out to this Muskrat Lake, which is just like 9 minutes from here. I found out. Yeah. So we threw the yaks up. Loaded
the yaks.
The yaks. See, I even got the slang going on now.
Do you guys got your own hand like wave too when you're on the lake like passing people like motorcycle?
We splash. We go. Boop, boop. And that's how we say hello.
Like a motorcyclist.
Yep,
when they're like they put their hand down, like what's up?
Yep.
You just,
splash.
Just like
no, we raise our paddles in victory. Like, we are yaks. Yak attack.
Yak attack.
So we go out there. She's just having fun. She's never been on a kayak, so she's just going around the lake, and I'm just throwing out, casting out.
Yeah.
Didn't catch anything. It was my first time kayak fishing.
Oh yeah.
Tell you what, the one thing I did do that I fucked up really bad though, right? So fishing kayaks have spots in the behind the seat where you put your rods in, right? So I have up to 3 slots for 3 different rods. So I reached back. I only took one out there because it's my first time. If I'm tipping over this bitch, I don't want all my shit to go in the lake, right?
Right.
So I leaned back and I put my rod in, right? I didn't even think about it. And then as I'm paddling, we're paddling back to the dock, right? All of a sudden I hear my rod go, and it like jiggles, and then it just moves. I'm like, what the fuck was that? Didn't think anything of it because it's still in the holder. So I'm like, all right, whatever. Maybe a wave just hit it, and whatever. We get up to the dock, right? And I push us up on land, and I go to take my rod out. My fucking whole fishing line is gone. I must have, when I put the rod down, I hit the release, and it dropped into the lake and caught on something. And as I'm paddling back up to shore, it just keeps my line just keeps going out and out and out. Then it just ripped the bitch out. So First mistake kayaking fishing. Always make sure you put your rod in with the release facing up.
That makes sense. Yeah. So is there a way that you can put it like the other way so the rod is like in front of you so you can see what the hell's going on?
Yeah, I have an attachment to where right in front of my storage, there's another slot to where I can put a rod holder that I can put a rod up there. So I have 3 spots, including that one. I have 2 behind my seat.
I got you. So, I feel like that would be very inconvenient when I'm sitting there because like paddling and then I got to reach behind me to grab something.
So when you're paddling, you typically will just like pull up to a spot where you want to fish.
Right.
And then you just reach back, grab it. It's very easy just to reach back and grab it and pull it around.
Oh, okay. So it is pretty pretty easy.
I mean, I would love to see you try it. That would be fun.
No, fuck no.
I'm
too fat for that.
So you're trying to wipe your ass.
Right.
Well, you just reach back and grab the paddle, and then boom, your paddle, your rod, and you pull it around.
And just fling
the hardest part for me was I'm seeing all these, I'm watching. I've watched a lot of fishing videos, right? I see these guys where they're just like bringing the bait up to them. And I'm like, how the fuck? Just like, I'm like trying to like turn my rod around to where I can get to the bait to move it around and switch it.
Right.
And then in my dumb ass, I'm like, oh, if I just release the line a little bit more, I can just have it swing to me.
Yes.
So that moment of figuring that out was just like victory for the day.
Oh, absolutely.
I was like, yes, I'm one step into becoming an official kayak fisherman. An angler, as we call it ourselves.
Oh, shit. So what happens when you become a master angler? We'll get there. We'll get there.
That's season 4. So I'm not there yet. I'm learning about different baits and all this different ways you can tie a hook onto your line. Different types of baits to use for different types of fish. Different baits for different times of the day.
Yeah.
So I just bought my first frog. Pretty happy.
Oh, there you go. Popping frog.
Can't wait to get that out there. You use that between sunrise and about 10:30.
Okay.
And then the fish go deeper. You want to switch yourself to like a fake plastic, a little Texas rig trick worm.
Oh, all right. Yeah. Oh shit.
A swim jig.
The eyes you're giving me right now.
Because I'm sporting a little something down there because I'm talking about fishing.
I love it. Semi, did you? Yeah. So I bought and maybe this is something for you. So I bought my dad like this thing that clips on a keychain that you actually like it flips open to 2 sides and you put the hook in there, like the hook side in.
Yeah.
And then you snap it together and then you can it makes it tying the hook on a lot easier.
Oh, really?
So you don't poke yourself with the hook.
Your dad fishes a lot?
So my dad's got a boat and they go out and fish and shit like that.
So Joe,
yeah.
Now that you know how to use Spotify, you can hear my voice right now.
Right.
I want to go fishing.
Yeah.
I need you to take me fishing.
You got to hit him up, dude.
A little father, stepson.
Sure. Yes, absolutely.
Adopted son that you never wanted.
Much.
We got to go fishing.
Yeah. Yeah, he would do it for sure. My mom likes going on the boat. She's actually they're both pretty good fishermen. My mom's like low key, like a pretty damn good fisherwoman. Yeah? So yeah, she like has no fear of taking the fish off the hook, or she don't give 2 shits. She's just like, she's out there primarily for the tan. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, probably. Yeah,
but,
I see that.
Yeah, she likes going out on the boat and stuff.
Your mom is always tan, so
yeah, she is always tan.
I'll get that.
Yeah. For a while, fake and bake, but hey,
that's fair.
We won't talk about that. But so yeah, I went kayaking. So I've never kayaked in my life, and I went on Dilly's bachelor party. So my only point of contact was him.
Yeah,
and he's the bachelor. Mm-hmm. So all of his buddies were planning it, and I had no idea what the hell was going on. They just said bring your golf clubs. So I knew I was golfing at some point.
Yeah.
So I never kayaked, and I'm not a big water sports guy, and I'm definitely not one to get in a fucking kayak that I feel like I'm too big for, right? So, and I'm not like trying to get in a tiny boat like you were trying to buy.
Hey, that John boat was a 12-foot aluminum John boat that could have held your ass.
I'm 12 foot.
It doesn't matter. No, you're not.
Damn near.
That's like saying
if you times my height by my width, I'm 12 foot. Like hell no, math. Hell no. So yeah, we're up there.
By my height, fuck you. Jesus.
So we
dumbest goddamn thing ever.
So we get up there Friday night. We're having a good time. We're all drinking and stuff. And he's like, "Well, we might as well tell him now that we got him up here. We're going kayaking in the morning." And I'm like, terrified, dude. The fear set into my body. I was like,
"Hey, guys, this has been fun. I'm fucking leaving."
See you morning. I honestly thought about it. I was like,
they wake up in the morning and you're gone. You leave a note like a bad lay the night before. Oh, hey, I had fun. I'll see you later.
Yeah, check you later. Yeah,
probably never.
Yeah, for sure. I was terrified. I was like, holy shit. All right, here we go. So they're like, yeah, we had 2 to select from. We could have done like the easy one or like the extreme one.
The white water rafting.
Yeah, we did the extreme one. It's like 4-hour trip, and I'm like,
Hell
what
yes.
the fuck?
That's
I'm like,
awesome.
no way. So we get there, and I tell the guy there that's getting us set up, he's got one of those whitewater rafts, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, is that mine? Like, that's my kayak, right? Like, I just want that big bitch for myself.
Yeah.
He's like, no, I got a kayak for you. I was like, oh, okay. He's like, it's one of those top loader ones. And I'm like, what the fuck does that even mean? So I'm like, okay. And I'm like, is that guaranteed for me not to like flip out of it? He's like, yeah, you'll be really good in it. I'm like, oh, okay. All right. I'm feeling a little bit better about myself. All these little guys are getting the ones that you sit in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I get, me and another guy there that was like their teacher from way back. It was awesome. So he's a badass dude. All of them were great guys too, by the way. I had a blast. But so we start riding, and I got lost in a tube trip the year before with my wife, my now wife, and like her sister, and like we had a bunch of us and stuff. And we're like, oh, it's clearly marked. We've done this before. And then we get freaking lost on the river, 1.5 miles down river, and we got to have them pick us up. So I was like, I'm not fucking having that happen to me again. Like,
That's
I am
so
knowing
awesome.
exactly.
I'm here for this.
I'm like, I'm knowing exactly where my ass is supposed to get off. Like, there's 10 of us. Damn the other 9. I'm getting off when I need to get off. So I was like, all right. So I'm sitting up front. And I'm listening to the guy. He's like, all right, after you pass the playground, you're going to go past 3 bridges. Get off on the 3rd bridge. It says Sally loves Johnny or some shit like that. I'm like, okay, cool. So I got it in my head, so we're paddling, and dude, when we get there,
I just see you at the end, like thinking you missed it, crying, and you're like, Sally loves Johnny. Sally loves Johnny. Somebody they find you in the middle of the night, you're just like shivering. Sally loves Johnny.
Honestly, though, for sure. But so anyway, we get going, and I just instinctively, I didn't even think about it. I'm helping every one of these guys get in their little boats, right? And sending them off. And I'm not thinking anything about it until I'm like the last fucking dude standing. I have my kayak left. I do not know how to kayak. I'm the last guy.
You should have been like in the middle of the pack.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if I was a smart person, which I am not, I was like, fuck. So here I am by myself. I'm like, oh, shit. So I get my fat ass in this boat. And I start going down.
Kayak. It's a kayak.
Whatever, flotation device. So
that's a life vest.
I had one of those on too.
I can see you strapping 2 on. I ain't doing
Thought about it. So I start going, and then I'm like hitting every bank, like boom, 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 and I'm spinning around doing 360s. I finally get my shit together. I start headed down, catch up to the group. Well, like the 6 in the front just took off, so there's like me and the 4 and like in the back. So all of a sudden, like no matter what, like I. So we get going, and all of a sudden, one of our guys in the group, like backs up to us, and I'm like, "Oh, all right, we must have caught him," Well, that poor bastard had just flipped his boat, and he's like, Dylan was telling me like his mouth was barely above the water, and he's like breathing like trying, because he was like trapped under the freaking boat. I'm like, what the hell? So we get him all straightened out, get his shit all undone. So then another kid that was in our 4-pack, he flipped his shit 3 times. Well, anyway, we get going. I hadn't flipped at all. Like, I was like golden. But every time I'd go under a bridge, like the rapids would just like push water into my lap.
Yeah.
So like I'm like that one meme where that guy's like saying pretty much like how his life's going, and he's in that canoe that's completely full of water. Yeah. That was me in my boat or kayak. So I was like, holy shit. So I'm taking my water bottle.
And I'm like, filtering the water out, scooping it out.
I was letting my water bottle fill up, and then I dump it into the river, and I kept doing that. Still couldn't get it all out of there. So anyway, the second to the last bridge, we went past the playground. I know exactly where I'm at. Went under the first bridge. Money. No problem. Going into the second bridge, they get through there. And I come up to it, and like I get through, no problem. It kind of spun my boat sideways a little bit, and then it freaking flipped my ass over.
Oh, you flipped?
Yeah, I flipped, dude.
Yes.
I dunked myself.
Yes.
The worst part was like I was worried about like losing my paddle and the boat. So I had like my arm up around it and the paddle in my hand, and I'm trying to swim my ass over the shore. But my life vest flipped all the way up. So my nose is in the middle of my chest of my life vest. So it's like pulling me down, not pulling me up. And I'm like, ooh. I'm like trying to breathe and shit. I can't breathe. I'm sucking in water. So finally I just grab my vest and I yank it down. I get myself over. I'm the last guy in line. Nobody can help me get in my boat. I already helped 3 other dudes with their boats.
You just jump on the top of it and just let it pull your ass down, don't you? They're all on land. They just see you like holding onto the side of it as the current's just taking up. They're like, got it. Hi, guys. We're good.
So by the grace,
Sally loves Johnny. We got this.
Jeff, do you see my t-shirt right now?
Hell yeah, you're rocking the TFG official wear.
Yes, I am. Our merch line that's on storymerchandise.com.
Oh, Story Merchandise. They have the best t-shirts.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. It's like he took my measurements and made the shirt just for me.
It's not boxy. It's a great form-fitting shirt while staying comfy.
Absolutely.
And it doesn't, here's the best part, doesn't break the bank.
No, it does not. No, it does not. Yeah, everything's super affordable, and he has, like, everything.
Everything?
Yes, everything.
Hold on. So, does he have, like, greeting cards?
Yep.
Posters?
Yep.
CDs?
Yep.
Koozies?
Yeah.
Fanny packs?
No.
Told you.
Just kidding. He's got fanny
Oh,
packs.
he does have everything.
Yeah, he's got
Story
fanny
Merchandise is your one-stop shop.
For everything.
So, if you're in the market for any of those things, go to storymerchandise.com today and check out our TFG logo wear.
All right, Jeff, so we talked about doing a little sports recap as well from over the summer and film recap. So I'm going to hit you with... Go ahead.
Do sports happen in the summer?
Yeah. Some.
I'm
Some
just too
sports.
busy drinking in the summer. Patio drinking. I even
Drinking
remember
and
it.
fishing.
Drinking and fishing.
You sound like a fucking country song.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah,
But
for
sports,
sure.
go on.
Yeah, all right. So I'm gonna hit you with a little rapid fire. What happened in sports over the summer, as quick as I can, and not stumble over my words, and
I
just
feel like you're really good at doing things really quick and rapidly.
absolutely. This is
Courtney
like,
texted me last night.
yeah, for sure. It's like
like,
one of my
and
this
it
is
was
my
done.
superpower. It's like that, and then making beers disappear. That is my superpower for sure. For sure.
All right, what do you got
All right.
first?
So the Olympics happened over the summer.
They did.
They
I
did.
actually remember
Yeah.
this.
USA, we are the best.
Did we win the most?
Yeah.
Did we?
Yeah, we
I
did.
didn't look that up. I know we
Yeah.
watched a little bit in Traverse City, a
Yeah.
lot of swimming
Yeah.
ones. But
Yep. Swimming. I watched a lot of gymnastics. My wife likes gymnastics, so
yeah, I'm sure
Yeah.
she convinced you.
I
really
only
hard.
watched. Okay,
Twisted
tell me
your
about
arm
it.
to
I
watch
feel
gymnastics.
like they're all like 12 years old, which is so
That's not
weird.
true.
Well, I know it's not true, but I just feel like all of them are like. I don't know why.
Yeah,
You know what I
sure.
mean?
Whatever. Go on.
No, so I don't feel it. So anytime I would watch gymnastics would be with my wife because she liked it. And yeah, don't shake
Sitting-
your head up and down.
sitting
Yeah.
on opposite
I even
ends.
would watch
Okay.
the men's.
Well, we knew that about you.
Yeah,
That was not a shock.
yeah, for sure. But it was what they can do is pretty incredible. They like do all the flips and shit. So Simone Biles pulled out of the. God, stop it! Simone Biles pulled out because of some the twisties and stuff like that. So yeah,
the twisties.
yeah. So it's a thing with like gymnasts or people that do like extreme sports or whatever that their equilibrium will get thrown off.
I
So
thought
they'll
she
be
dropped
up in-
out due to like
Mental health.
Mental health.
She did. She dropped off. She dropped out because of both, from what I understand. So, she had the twisties, which is like something that throws off your equilibrium and makes it so we're like
I feel
you're
like
up
I
in
want
the
to
air
call
and
off
stuff.
work. I'm
Yeah.
gonna call off work now saying
With
I
the
have
twisties? Well, I think it's fair. I think it's fair for sure. But like she would, I think I watched one time where she was like up in the middle of the air and it almost looked like she'd lost where the hell she was. And, like,
you know what? That's fair
so-
because I mean, what were we watching? Oh, I think we were just watching this video of people doing flips and shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know if I would be able to like contain like
Right.
just like not being dizzy as fuck
Right. Absolutely.
and then stumbling when I landed.
Right, and that's what I think
Yeah, hell no.
What happened to her. So, and then obviously the mental health stuff because she was under like the enormous amount of pressure, being like the greatest of all time gymnast and everything like that. So,
Jordan Weaver.
yeah, well, that's just
She's
'cause
still
she-
my. She's still my.
Well, she is from like Michigan, but and stuff. But she didn't win as many medals and stuff like that as Simone Biles. But anyway, so we had those. USA's the best. Xander Schauffele won the gold medal for golf, which was awesome. NBA basketball, since we last got together, Giannis won his championship with the Milwaukee Bucks.
I'm going to take this back, though, to the Olympics, because we watched a little bit of the basketball Olympics.
Yes.
They were fucking awful. Like, they looked like a high school JV team. Like, no one on that team looked good. They were not organized, anything. I think the game that we watched was...
You're talking USA basketball?
No, Germany. It was like foreign.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
European. Like the European ones. And they're supposed to be really good. That looked dumb. That looked terrible. Like, NBA definitely shows them up. Yeah. So how does the U.S. not win that in that era? They did?
They did.
That
they
makes
won
sense.
Gold. Yeah, they won gold.
But I'm watching this. I'm like, dude, I could, like, even now, I could destroy half those people.
I wouldn't go that far for myself, but yeah, they.
You could put up 2 points.
I think I could
from the free throw line.
I would probably, because I'm a monster. Yeah. I'd probably come down with 10 rebounds. For sure.
You'd have to jump though.
I don't need to jump. I need to elbow.
You just box people out. You see that?
Yeah. Box them out, elbow. Get down
box
there.
them out, I'll come running in.
Yeah, so they say that the international game's a little different than what you see in the NBA and stuff like that.
Awful.
Yeah, it was kind of...
It was the worst basketball game I've ever watched in my life. Yeah. And we went to Dansville.
Yeah. So you brought up a good point. USA basketball won gold. Yep, we got that down on lock. So Giannis and the Bucks won the championship over the Suns. The Pistons got the number 1 overall pick and took Cade Cunningham, who looks really great in spring training.
And if I remember anything, it's because Detroit was the worst team.
One of the worst teams, yeah.
Okay, yep.
Yeah, one of the worst teams for sure. And then they won the lottery. Which is amazing. So, along with that, NHL Tampa Bay Lightning won the championship again. So I think it was 2 out of 3 or 3 out of 4 or something crazy like that.
I don't know.
Which gives me hope, because Steve Yzerman was the general manager of Tampa Bay Lightning, and now he's up here to Detroit Red Wings. So maybe we got hope to get back on the train here.
3 years still.
Oh, yeah, we're ways away.
3 years still, and then we'll see like maybe a shot.
Yeah, we're ways away. Shohei Ohtani is an incredible baseball player and needs to be talked more about than what he actually is. So this guy pitches, and at one point he was leading the major leagues in ERA and home runs.
Errors average? Is that ERA?
No, ERA is like earned runs. So he was pitching and having the lowest ERA, which means like runs against, earned runs against, right? He's had the best ERA in the major leagues, along with having the most home runs in the major leagues. So he was leading both categories for pitching and batting, which is incredible.
Hold on.
Yes.
Like batting against other pitchers?
Yes.
Okay, I was going to say that's not a high standard.
Yes. No, having the most home runs in the league, that's pretty awesome.
2? Did he have 2?
No, he had like 30-some home runs.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. And then he's in the starting rotation from time to time.
Isn't Miggy still trying to get his 30th?
So he's trying to get his 500th home run of his career. Yeah.
Oh,
yep.
Okay.
So we had we got that. I just want to throw that out there, get that guy some big ups. And then
the only thing baseball wise that I've been watching lately has been, I think there's a record number of fans storming the field, like running on the field.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I've been keeping up on.
Yeah, they're all nuts.
I feel like every other day there's a new person. But my favorite was, do you see the guy who was on? I forgot what game it was, but he's running across the outfield, and the ball girl took him out.
Smokes him.
She smoked him out and flipped him over the goddamn rail.
Yeah,
that was so impressive.
Yeah, that was awesome.
God.
Yeah, big ups to her. She's a badass.
That is so amazing. Let's get her on the podcast.
That's what I want for sure.
Let's figure out who that is.
Yeah, and then Conor McGregor broke his leg.
And it's still a cocky fuck, too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. I can't.
Yeah. He always is going to be, dude. You got to be in that game.
Everybody is always like, you're going to buy the fight tonight? You're going to buy the fight?
Right.
No, because the goddamn main events end in like 2 rounds, and it's always disappointing.
Yeah, for sure.
Always.
Yeah. I didn't buy it, but I guess he was like the exchanges back and forth. People say it was
a good match leading up to it.
That's what I heard. Yeah,
I saw some highlights.
I heard Poirier was still piecing him up a little bit, and then
Conor came out on top first.
Oh, is that what it was? He had the first round?
And then there's a turning point where Dustin, right? Dustin Poirier?
Yep.
He just turned around. He caught him with a couple hooks that stumbled him, and then he just capitalized on that. Yep. And then they went on the ground.
Yeah.
They went on the ground. Then Conor kicked him, and then he took a step back like a couple shots later and snapped.
Snapped it.
Yep.
Isn't that wild? It was disgusting. It was so nasty.
It was, but like if you watch like Connor's face or anybody's face that snaps, half the time they don't even realize it till they come down and they fall.
You're right.
And they're like, "What the hell?"
Right.
Like,
Because adrenaline like kicks in or something.
Adrenaline.
Nuts.
Yep. You're so amped up.
Yeah. And he was like yelling on. Obviously he was saying a bunch of crazy shit afterwards, saying his wife was in his DMs and all that kind of shit.
Which is the dumbest thing ever. Like I
know.
I get trash talk, but there's a point where you're just stupid.
Yeah. You're just.
And Conor McGregor is stupid.
Right.
He is stupid when it comes to it. Is he a tremendous athlete? Yes.
Yeah.
I liked his story. Wow, he was homeless on the streets, and then he met his wife.
Yep.
And then I liked his story, but he's a cocky fuck.
Yes. But I think he really took like pointers from being a heel in wrestling.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It was like, I'm going to do that. Like, I'm going to be that cocky bastard.
Everyone needs a heel.
Everybody needs a heel. And he plays it perfectly. I think there's a couple of them, too. Like, Colby Covington does the same thing.
We love to hate him.
Yes, we love to hate him. Brock Lesnar, I hated his guts. I hated his guts when he was in the UFC. I hated him when he was in the
watching
wrestling.
his ass get fucking tore up in the UFC.
But that's part of it, though. When he gets his ass beat, like I paid for so many Brock Lesnar fights, hoping he'd get his ass beat. You know what I mean? And it finally happened a couple times. But that all happened. And then my last thing here for sports. People get in stands for the fans going back to games, and we get the fight at. I think it's called SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles.
LA.
Yeah, so the Rams and Chargers play each other, which is at their stadium they normally play in. And these guys go crazy. They're like talking a bunch of shit, and then like the video shows like this lady just launches a cup.
Yes.
The guy, it was over.
It was over, and then she launches the cup and fucking nails him. And then he comes around swinging, and I will hand it to him. The mother, he handles himself pretty decently for the first 10 seconds.
Yes.
Get some shots in. Yes. But then I think his drunk ass falls over the seat.
They pull him down by the jersey.
And that's it.
Four guys on one, dude. This guy like turns around and just bitch slaps all four of them in a row. Poop, 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 poop.
Yep. It was fucking amazing. But the best part, the best part of this whole goddamn fight was in it. You see so much ass in it.
Oh,
right?
yeah. Oh,
in every different angle, there's somebody else's ass track hanging out, which is phenomenal. Yep. But the best part is the titties pop out at one point.
Yeah.
She pulls it up and her face is like, whoopsie.
Whoa, look out.
Hey-o. And then
almost had a boob pop out.
The goddamn Rams fan, Goff, is that his name?
Yeah.
Goff? Whoever.
Well, now he's a Lions quarterback.
Yeah, well, yeah. But so this
Jared
guy
Goff.
Jared Goff. This guy buys a $12 on clearance Jared Goff jersey. No, not even a jersey, it's a t-shirt.
Yeah.
And he's ass punching this guy. Yeah. He throws no good punches at all in this fight. He just keeps punching this guy's asshole. Like, I think he was trying to fist him at some point.
I think so
but
too.
It's just like he's like kidney, ass, kidney, ass. And it's just like nothing else in that video mattered to me besides the fucking ass punches this guy was throwing.
Just throttling his ass cheeks.
Which
this is hard as
scares me now because any fan that would have that jersey, now that motherfucking quarterback's at Detroit.
Oh, for sure.
Like, what is he bringing to the table?
That could even be more.
Hi, Jared. Thank you for meeting with us today. We are obviously the head staff of the Lions. Right. What can you bring us? Yeah. Dude, my fans will ass punch anybody. I've been bringing ass punches to Detroit.
Ass punch their own fans. Like it
was
like
I thought it was.
Oh, it was Rams on Rams crime, dude. It was. Oh my God. The Rams fans were beating the hell out of the Rams fans. And then I think there might have been one Charger fan in there.
I thought he was the Charger fan.
No, the dude that bitch slapped everybody. Yeah, that got his ass kicked. No, he was a Rams fan. He had an Aaron Donald jersey on.
That's hilarious,
dude. He was like holding his own.
Then
the
first
4 dudes
seconds,
went nuts.
The moment they pulled him down, it was end of story. If he was on his feet, he probably would have taken all
4 of them. I think so. Flat ground. Not pulling him down. I think he had all 4.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, he was an animal.
He laughed with a bloody face, obviously, because there's 4 people pounding on him, and a hemorrhage in his asshole.
A hemorrhoid.
A hemorrhoid because of that motherfucking guy fisting him.
Jesus. Sure. On his way out, this other dude was like trying to
another
fight.
one too.
Yeah, another little
and
fight.
his ass came out too.
Yeah, his ass came out.
Oh my god.
Yes.
So
It
much
was
ass
incredible.
crack.
Yep. And then I seen they had a little dust up at one of the Tigers games not too long ago. Two guys squared up, started fighting. They got split up pretty quick. It wasn't as epic as the
I
as
just think
the
it's
LA
dumb.
one.
Like we
but
just spend all this time not being able
all
to
cooped
go
up. Yeah.
to stadiums, and then we have to put up with that shit.
Yes.
Like, I mean, we're laughing about it here now.
Right.
We're
Right.
finding the humor in it.
Right.
But like, think about yourselves in the moment. Like,
So stupid.
how many people? Like, there's a woman that like vacated that area because like she knew what was happening.
Oh yeah.
And so like other guys were trying to like get her out of there. Like,
Right.
just be conscious of the people around you. Yeah, if
Right.
you have disagreement, fuck it.
Right.
Who cares?
Absolutely.
It's the sporting event. You're gonna
Right.
have fuck you, no fuck you. My team's
Right.
awesome. My team's awesome.
Right.
All right, cool. Good game.
Right.
Like
Exactly.
just like
right.
suck it up. All right.
I know. It is incredible. Like I don't
Now,
understand.
if I don't know, that's dumb.
I can't imagine what. And I guess I've never been in that situation, but what possibly could you be arguing about to go to blows?
Yeah.
I think it was just
I was
chirping
trying to-
until that lady launched the cup.
I was trying to figure out just by hand movements
Yeah.
what the guy was talking
I
about.
had no idea.
And I think what we should do is we should actually pull that video from the internet and we should dub it and then release it. Because I feel
What'd
like
you say about my mama?
I feel like what we come up with
Yeah.
would be 10 times better than what they
yeah.
were actually.
Oh, for sure.
What'd you do? You took my seat. Oh, no,
Yeah.
You sat too close to me.
No doubt. Did you fart? I smell your fart.
You took the last goddamn hot dog. You know they stopped selling them at the end of the third quarter.
Right.
I was up there.
For sure.
And you were in front of me, and I wanted a goddamn relish hot dog. Fuck you, golf.
Yeah. So yeah, that was probably the most like epic thing that's happened all summer, right? I mean, all the rest of the stuff before that.
Yeah, that sports. Yeah, I
sure.
think so. I mean, the only other thing I can think of is I texted you on Friday, and I caught the fourth quarter of the Lions game. I'm like, dude, holy shit, the Lions are looking decent. You're like, really? I'm like, yeah, they're down by 1, but they just made a drive, kicked a field goal, they're up by 2. They're gonna take this game.
Yeah, what did
they're
I tell you?
gonna take it.
What did I tell you?
Nothing at that
No,
point. You
I
said you were
said-
playing video games.
I did play video, but just wait a minute. That's what I was thinking to myself. Just wait a minute.
As we're playing this out, so they kicked a field goal. You know, they do the kickoff instead of downing it like a smart person for a touchback. The guy runs it out, gets tackled at the 19. Right.
Right.
So for the next 3 downs, they get stopped hard. So it's 4th and like 10. And I'm like, dude, they got this game. 60-yard fucking pass comes from them, and they get down in field goal range and they just drive it all the way.
Yep.
I cut the TV off at that point. I'm like, I literally was like, dude, they're not looking so bad this year.
Yeah.
And then like not even 3 minutes later, I'm like, never mind.
So preseason's preseason.
Yeah.
Obviously, football's back, which I'm very
Yes.
excited about. I cannot wait. So I can't wait until football season's here for real. So I told you, or I was thinking to myself, just giving them a minute. They'll wind up fucking this up somehow. And then after you told me that, I said, SOL, same old Lions. So the best part is the kicker for the Cardinals that beat the Lions is Matt Prater, the former kicker last year of the Detroit
real?
Lions.
I didn't see that. So did they
Yes.
kick a field goal to end that game to win?
Yes.
So what happened? That's still priceless.
Our old kicker
Yeah.
kicked the field goal.
Fuck yeah.
To beat us in a
Good.
preseason game.
But
Yeah.
dude, I realized too, our new kicker
Yeah.
is a husky motherfucker.
Yes. Yeah.
He's a beefy
He's
boy.
a big boy. Yeah.
Damn.
Real excited
You
about
never
it.
see that. It's always
Yeah.
like a skinny
Yeah. Yep.
soccer player looking
Yeah,
guy.
mostly. Yeah.
And then this guy looks like he's coming straight out of fucking batting fourth
Yeah.
in the lineup, dude. He's a big guy.
Yeah. We had Prater for the last few years. He was awesome, but he kind of got, like, I think he got a
Old.
he's older, and plus, I think he had, like, back in the day, I know he had, I think, a DUI or something like that. Don't
It's
quote me
Detroit.
on that.
That's
But,
not the worst
that's-
thing that anyone's done on that team.
No, and that's what I said. I'm like, I don't
he
care
has to
if
drink
he
to
does this.
forget who he's playing
For sure. I'm like, give the guy a 6-pack before every game. Let him go out there and just kick bombers. Who
My
gives a
God,
shit?
you ever
I'm
watch The
paying him-
Replacements?
Yeah.
Keanu Reeves, that kicker?
Yes.
That's who the
That's
Detroit
who I
Lions
want.
need. Yes.
Yes. I want him to get all sauced up before he comes. Like, you got to be a little crazy to be a damn kicker.
Hell yeah.
When the whole game could rely on your foot to win a freaking football game.
Ole,
Like,
ole, ole,
I
ole.
want you to- yeah. Ole, ole. I want you to be a little off your rocker. Honestly, I don't want you to be like a guy that wears looks like an accountant. I want
Yeah.
you to be a little unhinged.
My God.
I want you to go out there and kick a freaking football and win games. Like, what the hell?
And I love our kicker now. Looks like he should be batting cleanup. I love it.
I love it. I love it.
Awesome.
Can't wait.
All right. On the film side of things, my friend,
Yes.
a lot of good movies that came out this summer.
Yes.
No particular order. I'm going to go through it, and I'm going to go over the ones I watched. There is one I lied. There's 2 on this list that I have 3 on this list that I did not watch. Not only one of them because I refused to watch it. Mm-hmm. The other 2 I just haven't got to it yet.
Got it.
So we'll start with the shitty one that I haven't watched yet. Space Jam 2. You fucking watched this.
I did. I broke down. I felt like I had to watch this. Well, we do have a podcast about this kind of shit. So I was thinking, all right,
but now that
one of the 2 of us,
that shit is awful.
One of the 2 of us should watch this because we are an entertainment podcast. So it was terrible. Yeah. I'm actually like really, really mad at Don Cheadle. Yes. I am really pissed off.
The dude's up for an Emmy for the 4 minutes he was in Captain America and Winter Soldier. Mm-hmm. And Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Shit. Yeah, Falcon and Winter Soldier. And he did this. Like, is this a money? It's got to be a money grab, right?
They had to.
Had to have been a money grab.
That's the dumbest. I feel like LeBron probably threw a lot of money at this too. He probably had to pay to be in this.
Honestly.
Fuck LeBron, dude. I hate him. I will always carry this from season to season. I fucking hate him for many reasons. He came out and said he was racist against white people too.
Oh, did he?
There's an interview of it.
Oh,
it's awful. And then he bitch and cries every time he falls down. Like Shaq fell how many times and fucked. He got right back up and still sucked. But still,
hey,
he was awesome.
He was incredible.
I love
he did
him.
his terrible free throws.
Yes,
I love Shaq too.
But so I did not watch this. I told you I would try to, and every time I get to it, my finger locks up and I can't hit the enter button to watch it.
It's the worst.
I can't do it.
It was so bad. I actually fell asleep during it for sure.
I just read this thing too that LeBron is blaming the.
He would blame.
He's
somebody.
blaming the failure of this on racism.
Are you kidding
I was like, dude, do you not realize that Michael Jordan was African American too?
Yeah, no shit.
Like, there's no racism to this. You just
not
suck.
At all. Yeah,
you are fucking.
It was
awful.
not good. It was not good. He's terrible. And the thing was, I really had some expectations because he was in that movie with that one guy I told you about, Amy Schumer and somebody else. I can't.
Yeah, Bill Hader.
Yeah, Bill Hader. And in the parts that he was in, I thought he was pretty funny. But so I was like, I wouldn't say I was cautiously optimistic. That's what I was. And oh my God, what a letdown. It was terrible. It was absolutely terrible. And you were the main attraction of the movie. So if it's bombing, you're the reason it's bombing.
Fault, yeah.
Not because it's a racist thing. Are you kidding me? No. I'm a fat white guy that just pulled it up and watched it on a Friday night with my wife.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, it's got nothing to do with it. It's like
so goddamn
it's just terrible. The whole plot line. I don't know. It was bad. It was real bad. The kids were good. The kids were good.
His son gets sucked into a game, right? The game.
Or
what does his son do to get taken, and then he has to go in and play?
So it's about his game, and then
a video game.
Well, he creates a video game. His son does.
Oh, okay.
And it's
so they're
really
ripping off Jumanji.
Well, so it wasn't about his game in particular. It was like eventually, but it was about this AI, which was Don Cheadle. Like artificial intelligence that was like some type of algorithm is what they called him. So his name was Algae Rhythm, right? That's Don Cheadle's name. So like was coming up with ideas for Warner Brothers, and they thought it was a great idea for them to get LeBron James because he's like the hottest shit out there right now. Like we want him in this, and then Don Cheadle was going to bring LeBron James into the
Warner Brothers, who has fucked and destroyed Zack Snyder and the whole Batman thing, and now is going with this whole Poppy side of things.
Right.
Thinks that it's a good idea to get LeBron James, who's the greatest. I'm seeing a fucking trend here with Warner Brothers making bad, terrible decisions.
Yes, the best part was Warner Brothers was a part of this. So he actually went to Warner Brothers studio to meet with them, and then and then they take him. The kid winds up going downstairs for whatever reason to this. Like he gets in the elevator takes him downstairs to the server room, and then they get sucked in through to LG Rhythms, like land or whatever.
I just fell asleep.
Yeah, it's terrible. Like I have such a hard time even explaining it just because I paid such little attention. It just was so bad.
At this point, I just have to cut you off because we got to move on.
Yeah, we need to move on. Please.
It's awful. So that came out at some point. I don't fucking know when. The other one that's on this list that I did not watch is Cruella.
Oh, I haven't watched that yet either.
The only reason why I haven't is because I don't want to pay the $30 right now.
Yeah. My wife went and seen this, though.
She did?
She went and seen it in theaters. She said it was all right. It was decent.
They're already doing another one, and Emma Stone's going to be Cruella again.
I like Emma Stone.
So I do too. Yeah. So it's something that I'm going to watch.
Yeah,
just we haven't found a reason to, like, no one wanted to watch it enough to pay for it.
Right.
But the one on Disney Plus that we did want to pay for and watch it was Black Widow.
Yeah,
Now,
tell me about this. I
Black
haven't done
Widow.
that too. I haven't done that yet.
So what we did with this is we thought about going to a theater, but there was 5 of us. It was Lacey, Ethan, myself, and then Ollie and Maddie.
Right.
And that will add up at a
Oh,
theater.
yeah.
So we're like, hey, let's pay $30. We have a gas station like right around the corner. I'm gonna go get us slushies, some candy, and we had beanbag chairs set up for the kids.
Hell yeah.
Lacey and I sat on the couch and we just watched this, and it was awesome.
Yeah.
And I will say this: Black Widow was badass.
Was it?
It was. And if you think about it inside the Marvel universe, it was meh.
Okay.
They briefly mentioned some things, but as its own like spy, I compare it to like the Bourne Identity meets James Bond, but all female.
Okay.
And it's fucking
I got
awesome.
time for that. That sounds awesome.
It was sweet. Like the villain in this was very James Bond-esque type villain.
Sure.
And that, the whole thing was sweet. Florence Pugh, who plays Black Widow's sister, was a show stealer.
Really?
She stole the show, and she's going to be, spoiler alert, the new Black Widow going forward type thing.
Oh.
Because obviously Black Widow dies at the end of
Right.
Endgame, and this took place right before Infinity War.
Got it.
After Captain America Civil War and Infinity War, this took place.
Where she eventually dies in Endgame.
Endgame, yep.
Yeah. So, which actually works out because Scarlett Johansson is like completely gone from Warner Brothers now.
Yeah,
right?
well,
After all
she's
that
suing,
shit. She's suing them.
She's
but
suing
I heard
Disney Plus.
Yeah,
it's Disney
well, I
Plus,
heard-
not Warner Brothers.
Well, I heard they cut ties with her or something like that. I'm
Well,
not
so
exactly
she was
sure,
supposed to be done because obviously she dies.
Right.
Right. But now she's suing because of just the contract had to do with how much money she was getting from theater release, but had nothing to mention with
Disney
streaming.
Plus money.
Streaming. So she has a right to,
Got it.
from what I
Oh,
understand. For
okay.
everything that
Fair
I've
enough.
read up on it, she has a good case
Okay.
about it.
Okay.
So we'll see how that plays out.
Yeah.
But no,
How about the dude in the red suit? Because he looked funny.
Red
in the preview.
Guardian?
Yeah.
he did have a lot of good comedic.
Like one-liners.
Yeah, like he in the beginning, it's very. We're talking about David Harbour, who is, he was in Stranger Things and a couple other TV shows and films out there. He's a good actor.
Yeah.
But he plays like the father in the beginning of the movie. Like they show you that they're like this American family, but they're actually undercover from Soviet Union in the U.S. So it's a
Nice.
pieced together family, right?
Right.
And he's the dad, obviously, and he's the Soviet Union's version of Captain America.
Okay.
So he has super strength, all this other stuff. And he keeps
Hell
bringing
yeah.
up like fucking Captain America and all this other stuff, right? Well, then later when they find him, just after going and get him out, he's in prison. Like the Soviet Union put him in prison to keep him away from everything, right? So they find him, and he's fat now. Like, he's not this muscular guy. He's just fat. And so they break him out, and then they go and they meet up with their quote unquote mom. And then he's in the bathroom, like he's struggling to get the suit back on. He comes out, and he's got his beard hanging out, and it's just super tight on him. He's like, still fits. They're like, you're fat. They just call him out for just being fat at that point.
Oh no.
So he's all about like getting the family together and doing
Right.
this again, right?
Right.
And they're like, yeah, you're old. You're old
Yeah.
news.
That's
type thing.
awesome.
So he's very comedic in it. It's fun.
Awesome.
It was a good adventure.
I gotta
Like-
check that out.
Like I said, if you
Yeah.
think about it as just like a female spy movie,
Yeah,
it's
I'm
fucking
here
awesome.
for that. That sounds badass.
There's a lot of they poked fun at themselves
Perfect.
for how much they try to take silly things seriously,
Okay.
leading with her character leading up to this.
Got it.
So what I did appreciate though is she wasn't sexualized in this. Like
Okay.
in all the previous ones, she has that skin tight leather.
Right.
She was pretty much just in like normal clothes this entire time. Not,
Oh, okay.
Nothing
got you.
sexy,
Yeah,
anything
I
like
like
that.
that.
I mean, it's Scarlett
Yeah.
Johansson, so it's
Right,
hot,
obviously,
right?
yeah, she's
But it wasn't
beautiful.
skin tight anything,
Yeah.
which I thought was
That's
a
cool.
great decision.
Yeah, that's cool.
So
I got time for that. That sounds great.
So yes,
Give it a little different feel for it for
yeah.
sure. I always thought like the skin tight suit was just for sleekness. Like she's faster and then it, like less to
you're a
hit.
typical pig.
How? What are you talking about?
No, I'm just.
Oh, I
messing
was
with
like,
you.
I just figured that was like part of the suit.
Well, that's
like,
the
made
argument.
More sense.
Why do I need to be instant tight? It's for the aerodynamics. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Like you, trust me. We need to see every curve on you because it makes you fight better. It's
Oh.
good.
Oh,
No,
okay.
it's
No.
just very a way to get guys to look at one more thing in an
Oh,
action
good
film type
Lord.
thing. It's
Okay,
yeah,
I
it's
get
what
it.
we've been
We're
trained to be
programmed
used
do.
to.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. So there's that, and then I'm gonna jump to one that I was extremely disappointed with. The Woman in the Window. Have you heard of this?
No.
With Amy Adams.
Is it scary?
Is on Netflix. Is a thriller-ish.
Don't you give me thriller, fucker.
It wasn't a
You
horror movie.
always say thriller.
It
and
wasn't
it's
a
scary.
horror movie. at all. But basically, it's a new age version of Man in the Window, which was Alfred Hitchcock back in the day.
Okay.
She's shut in. She's very scared to go outside.
Okay.
So she witnesses a murder across the way, and then it's like, oh, but no, it's fake. Blah blah blah. This happened. Oh, you're just seeing things. It's your medication, and they try to turn it back on her, and yeah, that's this whole thing.
Okay.
I was so disappointed. It was boring. The entire story was boring. It was legit. If you watched Man in the Window or Rearview Mirror, I'm messing this up hardcore. That's why we need a fact checker.
Right.
God damn it. Anyways, it's the exact version of Hitchcock's movie.
Okay.
Even in the beginning of the film, Hitchcock's movie is playing on the TV.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So
it's like a remake of some sort.
Lacey and I watched. Yeah, I was disappointed in it.
I got you.
I was hoping for something a little bit more entertaining.
Yeah. I got you.
Big fail. I would recommend passing that up on Netflix.
Got it.
But keeping with the Netflix trend here, Army of the Dead by Zack Snyder.
Yeah, came out. I started it. I never finished it.
It was another long movie.
Oh man.
Another zombie movie.
Yeah.
It was interesting. I turned it off the first 20 minutes into it one night. But then decided, what the hell?
Right.
I'm going to watch it. And I did. I wasn't upset that I had spent my time watching it, but I wasn't like, this movie was fantastic.
Right.
The best part about that movie is they also released how they made it. And that was more entertaining than the movie.
Oh, okay. Well, that would be more entertaining for you for sure.
So Army of the Dead wasn't so bad. I guess they're making like a trilogy or something out of it. Like there's like a prequel that's animated that they're doing right now.
Ugh.
And then they're gonna do like a sequel to this one or something. I don't know.
Help me understand animation, like animated. It's
basically a quicker turnaround to release something else to help for promotion's sake.
Okay, for like filler stuff.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, like I can't think of any examples really that would make sense to you, but
yeah, animation doesn't do shit for me. I'm going to be honest with you.
I'm not going to lie. So DC's animated films are fucking amazing.
I've heard that from another guy.
And Marvel animated films are fucking trash.
I believe that.
But then you go into the live action, and Marvel's movies are really good, and DC's are considered trash.
Right.
So, but yeah, so not a bad watch if you're just looking for something to fill your time.
We got you.
And then I'm going to jump back to Disney Plus here. Luca. Have you heard of this?
I've heard of it.
Oh, such a good movie.
Is it good?
It is really good. It's on Disney Plus. Story of like I guess they're almost they're not mermaids, but they're like underwater like creatures. And it's when they come up on land, they take the form of like a human.
Okay.
But when they go back underwater, they go into like their fish mermaid.
Oh, so it's like
form.
Little Mermaid.
Kind of, but you don't need the spell to turn you into.
Oh yeah.
Thing. So they. I'm not quite sure what that was.
That was me singing Little Mermaid. You're welcome.
You just to the microphone. There was no singing to it.
I didn't say it was good. That's what it was.
I'm glad. Tone deaf, are we?
For sure.
No, but it's just a really good film. Like it's obviously aimed for kids, but like, man, we've watched that thing over and over again, mainly because Ethan likes it a lot, and that's he gets stuck on certain things. But no, it was a good flick. So anybody out there that has kids and haven't seen that, I would definitely recommend that. It's good for both adults and kids.
That's not the dragon one, right?
No, that's like Raya, the Last Dragon.
Yeah, I heard that was good too.
I haven't watched that one yet.
Yeah, I heard
my kids have.
Too.
They said they liked it.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna jump to a movie that you asked me about because you watched it. It was Suicide Squad. Now, my take on this, I could understand it and follow it better than the first one. It made more sense. It was the best version of James Gunn that we've gotten so far because he's very quirky and out there, and this is very a comic book type film. There's a starfish as the main villain. I mean, come on. But no, I thought it was not bad. It was, if you took it for a comic book film, it wasn't bad at all. Do I recommend it? Like, if I gave it out of 5 stars, 2.5. But
yeah, I feel like I'm in that realm too. I think Guardian of the Galaxy mops the floor with anything.
Yes,
this Suicide Squad did. So
absolutely.
James, I think this.
But James Gunn was still controlled by a studio. Warner Brothers was just like, we need something here, help us.
Okay,
And
so they
saw
him
his
had free
success. They're
range.
kind of
Got it.
Because he's made very out there films. Very out there films.
You've told me about that in the past too. The ones that he's done, I haven't seen all of them. Obviously, I only know him as of Guardians of the Galaxy. So, which I think they're awesome.
Yeah, the Guardians of the Galaxy. I hated the second one though. To be honest with you, the first one was gold. I hated the second one.
Second one, I wouldn't say I hated. It just wasn't as good as the first one.
I remember I rented that and Stroll Island, King Kong Stroll Island.
Oh, yeah.
And I watched Guardians of the Galaxy 2 first and shut that off 25 minutes in and switched to Stroll Island.
Skull Island's awesome.
It was so good. It was so good. So much better than the Guardians of the Galaxy.
So aesthetically, I thought it looked good. I thought like the cinematography of it. Ooh, big word for me.
Hey-yo.
Something I've learned from you. I thought that was good. John Cena... I didn't think it was terrible.
I did. He was the worst part of that movie.
I feel like he was supposed to be bad, though.
I think the Starfish's performance was better than his.
All right, easy.
It was terrible.
I think he was supposed to be bad, right?
I think he's just a naturally bad actor.
You think so?
Yeah.
I just took it as a stick. I thought it was funny, his line about the starfish, like something about butthole or something.
Like, was it a butthole?
Yeah, he's like, is that another form of word for butthole?
Yeah.
Yep. The shark I thought was funny.
Yeah,
I thought the shark was funny.
Sylvester Stallone.
Is it really?
Yeah,
that's funny. I did not know that.
The bag of dicks on the beach thing that he said was all right, but it's the writers that are doing it, not him.
Right.
So the writing of it wasn't bad.
Right.
So I don't know. It was one of those where like I don't think I'm gonna watch it ever again.
I thought that too. But then I felt like if I watched it again, would it be better?
Maybe. I guess everything should take 2 or 3 times before you decide.
My expectations, I will say, were much higher than what it came in as.
Yeah.
I feel like I like it about the same as I like the first Suicide Squad, which makes me sad.
See,
I wish I would have liked it more.
I liked the first Suicide Squad because it incorporated the universe at that point. Like Batman showed up and all this other stuff. The only mention of anything outside of it was Superman, was because the main guy, he was in prison because he put Superman in the...
with a kryptonite bullet or some shit.
So I read this. James Gunn's original idea and or script was supposed to include Henry Cavill as Superman, and it was them trying to kill him.
Suicide Squad trying to kill
Superman? Yeah.
Nice.
See, I'm here for that. Idea, but they wouldn't let him because of the whole controversy of them trying to push out everything.
Right.
Which I guess Campbell's come out officially and said he's done.
Did he?
Back, yeah.
Okay.
So
give me Michael B. Jordan then.
My hope is still incorporating Michael B. Jordan as Superman.
I would love Michael B. Jordan. I think he's incredible. We've already talked
like
nauseating him out about that. But I wasn't impressed, man. I'm bummed out about it just because it's like I
went into it knowing
really
that
good.
I probably wouldn't be psyched. Like I wasn't gonna come out of it.
I went in cautiously optimistic, and it was a letdown.
That's just like your safety.
I know.
But you say that about everything.
I do. I'm like, I'm cautiously optimistic, and then it was like, bleh. Well, that's why if I go in there with like my true feelings of I cannot wait, this is gonna be an awesome movie, like I did with the first Suicide Squad.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's just devastating. For sure.
And the next one I have here is one that I honestly I didn't think it was out yet. That might show you how well it did. Old by M. Night Shyamalan.
I have no idea what that is.
That was basically the people go to this beach and they start rapidly aging. It's I found out that it was based off of a novel.
Okay.
Called Sandcastle, I think. I don't honestly know much about this film. M. Night Shyamalan had me with Sixth Sense, with Split, and Unbreakable, and Glass. He had a couple other good ones as well too, but then he kind of fell off, but then he came back. So I was going into this like, all right, let's see what you got, M. Night. And then I remember seeing the trailer during the Super Bowl, and then nothing. And so as I was researching about films that came out this summer, that popped up. I'm like, that fucking came out? It came out in July or something.
Oh, no shit.
June, July. I didn't even know it. Yeah, so I need to seek it out and try to watch it.
Yeah.
I did a little research on it, but I guess people like vacation on this beach and they start growing, like aging through life very fast, like within days.
Oh wow.
And I think
so. It's the reverse of Benjamin Button.
I guess so.
Okay.
I don't know. I did research and read more into it about why it's happening, but I don't want to give it away for anybody who's watching because I think that's part of the twist that he does.
Okay. I got you.
But yeah, so I'm going to check out Old at some point.
Okay.
I'm going to end this with a film that I've been looking forward to. You're not a fan of this at all. But A Quiet Place was one of my favorite movies.
Yes.
When it came out. Quiet Place 2 came out this summer. And my God, I think it broke the stereotype of sequels not being as good as the first one.
Really?
Because this one was amazing.
Was it really?
It did so good.
This was the one that you told me about they were doing like a court case on, right?
No.
Oh, shit.
No.
What was that then? No, Quiet Place 2 is where you got to be quiet. What's the other one?
Really?
The Conjuring.
The
Shut
Conjuring.
up, Dick.
Yes,
The
I
Conjuring
actually
was the
forgot
one
to
I
put that on my
meant.
list, and I
Yeah.
will cover this after that
Yeah.
because I love that one too. But no, A Quiet Place basically, obviously the first one followed these aliens that came to work, came to work,
Came to work.
came to school. School? What am I doing? Who? All right, here we're kicking season 2 off. Here we go.
We're a
Oh
little
no, they came
rusty.
to Earth with and they just started running the place, and like they have hypersensitive hearing, so that's how they hunt. They have no eyes, anything like that. So like you have to be quiet to survive, type thing. John Krasinski was in the first one, directed it. It was amazing. He ends up dying. If you haven't seen it, sorry, but he dies. He dies in the first one. This one starts with him back in it, and it's basically like it starts in the first 5 or 10 minutes are showing the day the aliens came, and the just the destruction that it brought. Right.
So it's not a prequel?
No.
Okay.
It just the first 10 minutes to show you what happened leading up to the first one.
Leading up to the first one. Gotcha.
So it was awesome to see like that day of how it all happened. And then they cut to, after they show you how it started, they cut right to where the first one left off. And they just carry it through that.
Gotcha.
And it's them, it's the family without him, newborn baby, kids, trying to figure out where they're going to go now because their farmhouse has been destroyed during that last battle of the first one. Cillian Murphy is in it. If you don't know him, he was the one that played Scarecrow in the Christopher Nolan movies.
Oh,
Batman.
okay. I like him.
He's such a good actor.
Yeah, I like him.
He killed it in this one too. So good. But yeah, the story basically it's them trying to find refuge somewhere else. They run into him, which they knew him from their town, but he had just left the town earlier, in that time frame, I guess. And they meet up with him, and they the deaf daughter, has a plan of how to start killing these aliens. So she wanders off by herself to go and to do this, and the mom sends Cillian Murphy to go help her. And yeah, it's that story about like them trying to get to this. They hear this like radio signal, and they're like trying to figure out where it's coming from, and it's an island, right? Just off the coast, and they make a plan to get there. And they're going to broadcast this signal that with her, she developed like this device that is such a high pitch that it actually hurts these aliens, and it opens up their face to where you can shoot and kill them.
Oh, nice.
So it's like she has this plan. She wants to get it there so they can broadcast this signal. And also, these aliens can't swim. So if they're coming to them, they'll jump in the water, drown, and die.
Got it.
So this whole plan, right? So it's about them getting there and executing this plan. Such a good movie. Very suspenseful.
Ugh.
Not like a horror, whatever.
Right. No,
suspenseful.
It sounds
awesome.
suspenseful. Yeah.
And it leaves and it ends almost the same way as the first one, where it ends on such a cliffhanger of like,
fuck,
let's
so
do
be
another one. I hope
Yeah.
so. This is one where I'm like, because
Bring
they still
all the
haven't told you.
sequels.
They still haven't told you. Like, I want to know where the fuck these aliens came from. I want to know that.
Right.
I don't know if anybody else does, but I want to know where they came from.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
There's still aliens on this goddamn earth. I want to know how they destroy them all.
Right. I get that. I feel that. What did I watch? Oh, did you watch that flick with the guy that plays in Star-Lord?
I see. The moment I finished wrapping that up, this popped into my head. Tomorrow's War.
Yeah, Tomorrow War
on Amazon.
Yeah. I loved it. I thought it was good. I thought it was good. Why? Why you say that?
No, it wasn't bad at all. I'm just saying, like, I think Chris Pratt showed that he can't carry a movie outside of Marvel because he didn't. I didn't think he was a good lead man in that.
I will say that I think he's better as Star-Lord
Yes.
and as Jurassic World.
Yeah,
I think he's better in those roles.
Yep.
This one here, I will. Yeah, I'll give you that.
But I think outside of Jurassic World, because this one ends when the next movie comes out, and I think Guardians of the Galaxy are done after the third one comes out. I don't think anyone's going to pick him up as a leading man after that.
Really?
I think Hollywood's going to be done with him.
Really?
That's just what I'm seeing right now. That's the feeling I'm getting in the pit of my stomach.
Yeah. I don't necessarily.
But it wasn't a bad movie. I thought it was a cool twist. I thought it was.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I thought that was pretty good. Yeah. The only thing that I have entertainment wise, we were talking about it just before we started recording here, is DC Titans season 3 on HBO Max. Mm-hmm. I love DC Titans. I think it's the only thing that DC can get right for whatever reason.
Dude, I tell you, watch those animated films.
I know. I got a buddy that's told me that too at work. He's told me a couple times to check them out, and he said the animated Harley Quinn is like really good too.
There's a couple ones I like. Under the Red Hood is my favorite DC animated film.
Yeah,
and it's like, so the Joker, before he became the Joker, started out as Red Hood.
Yeah,
right, and then had an accident, became the Joker.
Right,
but then this Red Hood guy started showing up again, and it's just like, who is he?
Yeah,
blah, blah, blah. And who he turns out to be in this film is pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah, well, who he turns out to be in DC Titans is pretty awesome too.
Who?
Can't tell you.
Fuck you.
Yeah,
I'll tell you. Tell me.
All right.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. How about this? How about we just do initials and see if we're the same person?
I can't think of his initials right now.
Oh. Well, then how the hell you know?
So the guy I think he is in this in the animated movie is the first Robin.
Okay, so he's not the first Robin. He's the second Robin.
Dick Grayson. Is it Dick? No, it's
Dick Grayson winds up being Nightwing.
Nightwing. Yes.
Yeah.
This is
JT.
JT.
Jason Todd.
Oh yeah, this is it's the same thing.
Yeah, same thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's so sweet.
Yeah, this is.
I'll have to watch it.
3 episodes in, man, I'm hooked. I'm hooked like hell.
Oh, season 3?
They came out with 3 episodes right off the get, and then every Thursday comes a new episode, and I can't wait. Yeah, the second season.
My brother
was
said
awesome
it was a good series.
I love it. I love it. It ranks right up there with The Boys for me. I love The Boys.
I haven't gone back to it.
The Dude Patrol. Doom Patrol. Yeah, I messed around with
Dude Patrol.
I did say Dude Patrol.
That's a porn.
Yeah. Whoa, look out. I don't know about that. So they Doom Patrol's coming out with a new season 2. And that's pretty good because I'll watch anything Brendan Fraser's in just because nostalgia wise. I love Brendan Fraser, dude.
Let's pivot. Well, before we pivot to this, remind me Brendan Fraser. When I get done with this next little film, say Brendan Fraser. I'll get right back on this. The Conjuring 3.
Yes.
Devil Made Me Do It.
Yeah.
So good.
Was it?
A lot of people, I don't think, liked it because it was outside of the haunted house type theme.
Right.
But I thought it was really well done. It was very much like a Seven meets horror. Like Seven with Brad Pitt and Morgan Freeman.
I heard that's a really good movie. I have not seen that yet.
Dude, that's the one that you have to watch. You have to go back to watch it.
So is that horror film? Or
is that Seven?
7, yeah. What is this?
It's a psychological thriller of sorts. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's so good.
Okay.
But this had that type of feel to it. But it was such a good movie, dude. It definitely had that horror-esque of it. Some of the coolest shit I've seen in the franchise so far. But it was more of it was pushing more instead of jump scares and whatever it is. It actually had a story to it, a really well developed story. So I was a big fan of it.
That's awesome. Glad to hear that.
So I would recommend that on HBO. Brendan Fraser. This dude is coming back. He was in Bollywood for the longest time because he got outcasted because he came out and tried to say that he was sexually harassed or sexually assaulted. Yeah, by some Hollywood execs back in the day.
Oh, wow.
Right? And so Hollywood they just boycotted him, right?
Wow.
So he was in Bollywood for the longest time. And now he just got a part in this new Martin Scorsese film.
Ooh.
And it has all these big names in it.
Hell yeah.
And so he has a part in that now. So now, everywhere I look now, Brendan Fraser. And I just watched, what is her name? Not Elizabeth Banks. But this she was in George of the Jungle with him.
Oh, nice. She's going to be in this flick too?
No. Oh. She just did an interview, and she was telling how she's married to Judd Apatow, which is a director of 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Oh, nice.
And Knocked Up.
Yeah.
She's married to him. That's why she's in all those movies too.
Got you.
And they have their kids are in all those movies as well too.
Nice.
So she's telling the story about how she fell in love with Brendan Fraser on set, legit in love with him, even though she was married to Judd. And she told Judge that I think I'm falling in love with him. He's just so sweet, charismatic, awesome, right? And I forgot what TV program it was on, some interview show, and Brendan Fraser showed up. Had flowers for her, and they were talking, and he was just so charismatic and funny, and fans are getting so behind him coming back.
Hell yeah.
After all this time that there's video of him like reading all these comments about all this love, and he's tearing up because he loves the support. He's a good guy.
Yeah, he's a genuine good guy.
And oh my God, I cannot get enough. Like, I hope that Brendan Fraser does this movie and then just is back.
Hell yeah,
because
me too.
my dream, I've said it before on this podcast, is to work with him one day.
Hell yeah.
And I would just give anything to see him back in films.
He's so underrated, obviously, but then how he can, I don't want to put dramatic. He can bring something to life that it could be so stupid, but he just like how he portrays it and how much he gets behind it and can just make everything real, like real to you. And for him just to be the voice of the guy in Doom Patrol, and his conviction and how he gets excited and how he can portray that just in a voice, is incredible. Like, I think he's one of the best ones to ever do it in that regard, you know? Yeah. So I can't wait. If he's coming back, I'm excited.
My favorite films he was in was the Mummy films.
Oh yeah, they were great.
Oh my God,
they were so great.
Those were the best ones.
The best ones, dude.
He was so sarcastic and such a dick.
Oh yes.
But also just so funny.
Absolutely. Encino Man is a friggin' one that always sticks with me, dude. When he eats the frog. That shit's got me dead, dude.
Oh my God, Brendan Fraser, we are so happy you're back.
Yes, I love Pauly Shore too. I want Pauly Shore back.
I don't.
I love Pauly Shore, dude.
All right,
the
so
Wheeze?
Son-in-Law.
Bro, the Wheeze?
Son-in-Law was his best movie.
Well, yeah, it was his best movie. I want the Weasel back, bro.
Oh, no.
If we can get Brendan Fraser back, the Wheeze needs to come back.
He did that movie too, In the Army Now.
Yes. With
Andy Dick.
Andy Dick.
Oh, God, that movie was fucking good too.
Yeah. What about Biodome with him and the Baldwin brother? Stephen Baldwin.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, that shit was fire too.
All right, still to this day, the best Pauly Shore is in, what is that, a Goofy movie. The cheese, the Leaning Tower of Cheeses.
Dude, I want the Wheeze back.
The Wheeze. Bring the Wheeze back. All right, so we have this new thing. And with season 2, we have to introduce something new, right?
Yes.
So what we have here is
we're always trying to incorporate something new.
Always.
Just for the first novel.
So the woman behind me, who's always criticizing me and telling me I suck, decided to tell that we needed something different. So this is the TFG Lacey's Fun Facts. All right.
Yeah.
This is where she will write down 1 or 2 topics in each episode. We don't know what it is until we do this segment.
Until we do the segment, yeah.
So we have no time to research any of this stuff.
No.
So let's just get into it.
Let's do it.
The first topic is the Bachelorette got engaged.
All right, so what Bachelorette? Is this Dildo Girl?
Dildo Girl.
What?
I will tell you, I've been more
she fell in love?
With something other than a dildo.
With a man or a woman?
A man.
Okay. All right, cool. We're equal opportunity podcast. We
absolutely.
don't give 2 shits.
So this is actually the only time I've ever watched Bachelorette for an extended amount of time. I think she got
the Dildo Girl.
Yes, I think she got about 5 episodes out of me out of the whole season.
That's pretty good.
It's not bad at all.
Pretty good.
Yeah. So and the guy she got engaged to is actually one who wasn't an original member. It's somebody.
So he wasn't even on the show.
His name was Blake. He was from a previous season.
So not even on her season.
Nope.
I don't feel that should be allowed.
They do it every fucking year to just it's like the fucking like the shank that the producers give to all the guys there just to throw a little twist in the mix. You know.
So what do you mean here? So this guy wasn't on the season to start with, but then was on the season to end with?
They brought him in like halfway as like a just to
fuck with him.
It's like that halfway point where like, we have to throw something else in it
because it's getting boring. It's getting stagnant.
Yeah. So they brought this guy in and she ended up choosing him. Yeah.
Wow. So she gave him a rose? Is that how it works?
Yeah, every at the end of every episode, she gets a rose to somebody, or
she gives roses.
She gives them a rose,
dwindles them down, right?
Yeah, and that's how she. Yeah, it's like Tinder but live.
Okay.
So a rose means swipe left, and no rose means you're done.
Okay.
You go home.
You go.
Yeah, but there's a lot of drama. I mean, there's always a lot of drama in these shows, but I found myself like a fucking Super Bowl. I was yelling at the TV. I'm like, what the fuck did you pick him? What are you doing with your life?
He sucks.
Yeah, he's wearing pants that don't even go down to his ankles. You're not gonna pick him.
Hell no.
Oh yeah.
No.
Yeah, that was half those fucking guys.
No, I don't understand those.
But then they had like they sent people home because he was there were shit starters, and one that was supposed to be like the main guy running through the whole thing that was like the leading the way. Apparently he's actually an actor that the producers brought in to like just fucked with her and all this other. Yeah, it's stupid.
Really?
I don't know.
Okay.
I can't follow it. But yeah, so she got engaged.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So
good. Hey, you know what?
you know what? Good for
love
them.
conquers all.
Yeah, I think it's all fucking stage. I give it 3 months.
Honestly, I wonder what the statistics are on how many bachelorettes like are still together now. After,
I
you
don't
know what I
know.
mean? Probably not very many.
But this leads into the next one that
Yes.
she has written down, which actually found out that your wife made you watch
Yeah.
this. The
Yeah.
Bachelor in Paradise started.
Yes.
And I guess Little John is on this.
I'm thinking so. I did
But-
see a preview with Lil Jon in it.
But then David Spade
Is the host. Is one of the hosts. Yeah.
That alone will make me
Fucking awesome.
not watch it.
I love
can't-
David
oh,
Spade, dude.
God, I can't. His
Spade's hysterical.
All right, guys.
Right.
So this is what we're gonna do. You're
How-
gonna come and you're gonna fall in love with them, and then at this point, Adam Sandler's coming in the door because I have to have Adam Sandler everywhere I go, but otherwise I don't have a career.
Right.
Like
That sounded a lot like David Spade.
It's just all nasal, guys.
Listen, how dare you talk about
Hey.
Joe Dirt like that?
Joe Dirt was his only judge. Actually, him and Grown Ups was
one,
pretty
two.
good.
Yeah. That's
One
what I
and two.
thought. Yeah, one and two.
But I
Yeah.
have not watched it. She has started watching it.
Yeah.
You watched it.
I watched the first episode.
I
Some
will
bitch
not
was
watch
2
this.
hours long.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
It's
We
an
started
hour and
watching
59 minutes more than what I would give it.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah, I was not thrilled. I said, can I be in my phone the whole time when we watch this?
That's yeah.
And I finally got to go ahead on that. And then, yeah, we started watching it, and she said, I got to give it one more episode. And I might, because there does look like a lot of drama. There's a couple guys, like, fronting up like they about to hit each other. So
That's always
I'm
the
here
thing.
for that.
It's always this is the editing.
Do
my
they
friend.
hit? Oh, yeah, they never hit each other?
No.
Well, I'm going to be freaking disappointed. But, yeah, it's, yeah, I watched the first episode of it. So, yeah, I might check out the next
right,
episode.
so-
I'm always up for some drama. Big Brother also started this summer.
So,
Yeah.
Going into the second episode, new segment for TFG. Brandon recaps Bachelor in Paradise. Coming to you live, season 2.
No, I ain't committing to
Just
that.
wait for it.
Hell no, I'm not committing to watching this shit every week. No, I can't do it. But, you know, if I do, I'll let you know. But I don't know if I can commit. I feel like it's not a show for me. I'm going to keep watching DC Titans.
Come on, guys. Tune in to Bachelor in Paradise with me, David Spade. Coming live. Not live because it's taped.
Right, right.
You know, B, I don't think I ever told you this, but at your wedding, you looked snazzy.
Oh, thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate it.
That tie, that's a fly tie.
It was a fly tie.
Where did you get that from?
I got that from taserties.com.
Yeah, with Ty Sear?
With Ty Sear, the owner of Taser Ties. He hooked me up with that tie.
Yeah?
Yes. Yep.
That's pretty
Matched my
awesome.
whole suit. I told him this was what I was wearing, and the dude hooked me up, and I looked sweet that
You know
day.
what? I also went with the Taser tie.
Yes, you did. You looked
It's
good.
a nice little floral print.
Yes.
It matched perfectly.
Yep, we both had floral prints,
Yeah, he
actually.
also hooked me up with a tie clip.
Yes, he
a
did.
golden paperclip tie clip.
Yes.
Man's amazing.
He is incredible.
He's such an awesome entrepreneur.
Yep.
He's done wonders. His business, Taser Ties. If you go check him out right now, you can use the coupon code TFG at checkout and receive
25% off.
That is one hell of a deal.
It really is.
So head over to taserties.com today. Enter coupon code TFG.
Do it.
All right, episode 1, season 2 in the books.
Yes.
God,
we
it
got
feels
in.
good to be back.
Yeah, for
I will
sure.
say this, though. We are in a different location. We moved about 10 feet to the right
Yep.
from where we were in season 1.
Right.
And it doesn't feel right, man.
It doesn't feel right. It feels like I got my underwear on backwards.
It feels, what?
You never put your underwear on backwards on accident?
No, I'm coherent. But no, so we've moved it a little bit just right now because we are doing construction. If you watch the promo video that we set up to introduce season 2 premiere date, you see the studs in the background. Still, we are doing on some construction.
Yeah. Well, studs meaning like wall studs, not
Yeah,
the
not
two studs
us.
that were in
That's
the video.
not- yeah.
Obviously.
Outside of that, the ones that are actually worth a lot of money right now due to the pandemic.
Right. For sure.
So yeah, so we're gonna get that studio finished up here for us here soon. But yeah, season 2, we're back.
Yeah, we're back.
Feels good, man.
It does, for sure. We went over our recaps for the summer and
Yeah,
kind of
our
got into
summer
that.
recaps.
Sports recaps, film recap, and new segment. Yeah,
awesome.
Feeling good.
I
Feeling
like
good.
it. I can't wait till season 2. Sorry, not season 2, episode 2.
Episode 2.
We
yeah.
are introducing a new segment, and we'll just say it now.
Yeah.
The new segment is going to be called Ope or Dope.
Yep.
Topics where that we bring to each other, and we got to
Yes.
decide if they're Ope or if they're actually pretty dope.
Yeah, for sure.
So can't wait for you to-
meaning not so dope.
Not so good. Exactly. Yep. The good old Midwest Ope.
Ope.
Ope. Sorry.
Yeah.
So hopefully you'll stick
Yeah.
around for the second episode.
Yes.
Like always, though, in the show notes, go check us out. We have links to our Facebook, our Instagram, any type of social media that we on. We are now affiliates of Buzzsprout.
Yes.
The ones that kind of host our podcast.
Yes.
So go check that out. If you want to start your own podcast, definitely check them out. Use the link that we do have provided. You will get a $20 Amazon card, and we get a little love from it as well too. So it's a great way to show support of the show. As always, share, give us a like, introduce at least one person to our podcast. That'd be super appreciated. But until then, guys, cheers.
Cheers.